This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And a pleasant good evening live from the Elgin Gym, site of the new state champions in Class 4A football. Congratulations to the Elgin Owls as they defeated the Tuttle Tigers this past Saturday. And yeah, we've finally ended football. And you think, boy, that should have ended a while ago. And if you followed the breakdown of some of the classes that were added, they had 2 championship weekends. So normally it's right around the 6th. Right around the first week of December that football gets over, and that kind of threw Elgin's basketball out of sync. They were already supposed to play their home opener already, but they had to move that because some of the players were still playing football, and so they were playing on the 14th of December. So that's kind of why we're here, kind of a late start. They were actually playing a tournament. In fact, one of the grandparents of one of the players told me that it was an Elgin football player, and as soon as the game was done, he packed up and went over and played a basketball game in the very same day that night because they were in a tournament, and so they had won a game that went into overtime, and so this is the setting. But it's a really nice setting because it's become a rivalry in football for the last 2 years, and now it has been added because you're just outside of a community of the Lawton-Fort Sill community is the Elgin Owls are going to host the Macarthur Highlanders on the east side. They have seen each other in football. They played each other 0 weeks. They played this past year, and then they played in regular district because Elgin was a 5A school, and they went to 4A, and, and basketball is counted a little bit different. So alongside me for this rest of the way, Greg Hinton knows a lot about basketball, and he's going to be videography for this. And this should be a great matchup because I was able to see at least the boys, and I don't know about the girls yet. The Macarthur boys played in that Great Plains Invitational, and I saw them against Lawton High, and I said, oh, okay. I said, because I saw Lawton High play Midwest City. So the pecking order is trying to these tough districts. In fact, Lawton High's district has Lawton High, Del City, and Midwest City. And by the way, Midwest City and Del City is playing right now as the triple header of OSN basketball. We've got Altus playing John Marshall, Elgin hosts Macarthur, and Midwest City and Del City. Should be a great night for basketball.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Like you said, Macarthur, they had a pretty good, as far as the boys is concerned, they had a pretty good showing against Lawton High in the tournament last week. I think they have like similar games and stuff, and I think that's why it came down to a close game at the end.
Well, we've got about 3.5 to go before this one. The site of the Elgin Lady Owls and the Lady Highlanders going to be part of the doubleheader, and that's going to start in about 3.5 minutes. We're going to take a quick timeout and be back to the court right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
They say the best way to be a good neighbor is to know your neighbors and give a little help when they need it. And when you need a little, you can find help at Ace Hardware in Elgin. Not only do they offer everything from grills to flowers, paint, hardware, and tools, they offer experience to help guide you through the process. And they're happy to take the time to make sure you can do it right. Ace Hardware of Elgin. They're more than just a hardware store. They're your neighbors. Ace Hardware, 7796 Highway 277 in Elgin.
Scott's House of Flowers in Elgin has been proud to serve Elgin and the surrounding area with a wide variety of flowers and gifts for all occasions. Come see them for great gift ideas, including the exclusive Tyler candles. And who couldn't resist Sweet Shop USA, featuring handmade grand truffles. Scott's House of Flowers, just off Highway 277 in Elgin. Delivery available, or stop by for easy pickup. Phone 492-4880. Scott's House of Flowers.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Welcome into the Elgin Gym, site of this matchup between those on the east side of Lawton. The Macarthur Highlanders traveling just down the turnpike, just a few, to take on the Elgin Lady Owls. And we've got 15 seconds before. Maybe they'll start the national anthem, and we'll probably take a break for that and then come back for the starting lineups. But first, home matchup for the Elgin Lady Owls. This production is being brought to you by the Elgin Tip-In Club for the Elgin Booster Club of basketball. We did that last year of all of the home games for the Elgin Owls, and we plan to do that for you as well. So they've got the moment of silence. They'll also have the national anthem, and we'll have the starting lineups, and we'll do that right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you ready for a debit card? Well, this card is more than you may realize. It's a reward-earning, style-affirming, money-managing, do-it-all debit card, like a key to the world. It's the Pay Me debit card from Communication Federal. Our Pay Me account pays you real cash that adds up fast, earning rewards when you use your card. So get a free Pay Me debit card today. It's secure shopping and payment power online or in stores. Sounds like you're ready. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Arrow Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, Arrow Sign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. Arrow Sign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Welcome to OSN Basketball at its best presentation of the Booster Club, of the Tip-In Club for the Elgin Owls. And we'll introduce the Lady Owls after introduce the visitors, the Macarthur Lady Highlanders. They're going to be in all black with gold numbers. Starting at guard, as number 2 is Layla Mosby. She's a 5'6" guard. She's a senior.
Sophomore, Kalela Brown.
Wearing number 5 is Kalela Brown. She's a 5'5" sophomore.
Starting at center, number 22, senior Courtney Thompson.
Then we have Courtney Thompson.
Starting at forward, number 11, senior Mia Curtis. Starting at other forward, number 30, senior Alyssa Mack.
And Alyssa Mack, that we were very impressed with as a sophomore, she's now come full slate to a senior. She's 6 foot, wearing a 30. So now to the home team for the Elgin Lady Owls is Kinley Garrett. She's a sophomore, 5'5". Maddie Nez, she's a senior. We saw her last year, wearing number 4. Wearing number 10, Marissa Merez. She's a junior. She's 5'3". Sabrina Williams, she's a sophomore at 5'6". Wearing number 33, Kelby Carter. She's a junior at 5'11". Under the direction of Tana Merez, head coach, Graydon Bulig, assistant coach. Of course, Otis Gentry, head coach of the Macarthur Highlanders. We'll get ready to tip this one off. Elgin Lady Owls, and they're all white with red numbers. Macarthur, and they're all black with gold numbers. Easy to be able to distinguish between the two. Dark and light here at the Elgin Gym. We're getting ready for what should be a great matchup between these two. Last-minute instructions from the head coaches. We'll put 8 on the board for 8-minute quarters. And you can sit in and enjoy 3 OSN games on the network. And for those who are joining us on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. For those who are on Facebook, you can follow us there. And then we're on X. So we got the network where you can download the free app, Apple and Android devices, also Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. So we've got 4 platforms for this game: Midwest City, Del City, Altus, and John Marshall. And this one here is the opening tip-off, is controlled by the Lady Owls. Go top of the key, and we're going to perimeter this pretty fast, and that's going to go out of bounds, but last touched against the Highlanders. It's Maya Curtis was able to get her hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Start here in quarter 1. Underneath to Carter. She's in the lane. Turnaround jumper off the glass. No good. Rebounded by the Highlanders. Highlanders come quickly down the floor. Bounce up inside to try to get that penetration. Comes up short, but now a loose ball stolen by the Lady Highlanders, coming back down the other end. 3 ball on the way. No good. Tries to get a head bounce underneath, and it gets dejected as Courtney Thompson was able to get it off an Elgin player just in time, out of bounds. Just underway, scoreless. Both teams have had a possession. That's a nice little soft touch up off the glass for 2 is Curtis. So Mia Curtis gets on the scoreboard first for the Highlanders to get a 2-0 score. Long ball for a 3 ball. Back iron's no good. Inside the paint with a rebound. Goes strong to the hoop. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Number 11, Mia Curtis.
So Mia Curtis is going to get her first. It's going to be the team first. Now remember that each team has up to 5 fouls per quarter until you get to the bonus, and then that will reset. That was an instituted new rule last year,
right.
and I really like that. I liked how they did
I
that.
kind of like it myself. It's, I don't know.
Speeds up the game, I think, a little bit.
Right.
And it doesn't really penalize you for a full half.
Right.
Coach Gagliardi talked to us during the Coliseum, and he said that was his biggest thing. He says it's not a carryover in the second quarter with those, and then a stop, pop, and in for 2. So Alyssa Mack showing what she can do, not only under the rim, but an outside perimeter. She gets the Highlanders with a 4-0 run with 6:43. Quick basket for Carter underneath. So Merez gets down with the assist, and we're back to 4-2. 6:30 and counting. Boy, she was able to get around Carter. Carter had the big presence out underneath, but wasn't able to get that up off the glass, and a whistle to stop. Got a substitution coming in for the Highlanders. As Coach Otis goes to his bench early. Always does that rotation of players to keep them fresh.
Right.
A little bit of a pressure for the Highlanders. Gets it down underneath the Carter. And they're so good at doing that. So Merez to Carter, that was assist to bucket, back-to-back plays. You'll see that until they try to stop it. Down underneath and a steal by the Lady Owls. Into the hands of the Owls for Garrett. Garrett now we're trying to get to Carter, but that was a little bit too much of a spitfire pass, and Carter wasn't able to control it underneath.
Yeah, it seems like Elgin did their homework. They know that Mac likes to press up, so they're spreading the floor a little bit and getting the ball down the court fast.
And that's smart, you know what I mean? And, you know, you see strategies between coaches about what your strengths to their weaknesses are.
Right.
We're going to round ball that. Oh, nice little pass underneath. Turnaround for Mack is good. Shows that from what a sophomore to a senior can do, she has the Highlanders up by a bucket. Steele coming back down the other way. Looking for a little help. Bounce pass. Gets in the lane. Oh, and then she's going to step out on the line. So Mosby was able to get that little loose ball, but her nice pink shoes hit the red square of the out of bounds for the Owls. And a turnover as they'll cross the timeline, get down that underneath over to Nez. And we got our first 3 ball of the night. And it comes at a great time for the Lady Owls as they take the first lead tonight, 7-6, with 5:03 left to go in quarter one. Oh, a nice little floater. She was able to make the press around as Brown was able to penetrate, but a little bit too much. Elgin, pressed by Macarthur, gets it across the timeline. Oh, they're going to have turnover here.
Yeah, that's what Mac likes to do. They like to speed you up, you know, play out of control a little bit.
Kind of get you out of your game plan, yeah.
Right.
And, you know, Coach Otis has been doing that. You know, he'll press you the whole time. You know, he just makes sure that you have good ball control. Right there, almost a possible steal, but that just goes out of bounds as Williams just taps it out. That's a nice little float from the top right at the charity stripe. Gets that one to go. And now the Highlanders regain the lead by 1. Back and forth we go. Quickly down the court, the Elgin Lady Owls. Loose ball and a tap with a reach in and a hold. They both tried to claim their rights to the ball, and one got a little bit too much of an arm. It's going to be the fouls now, just one apiece for both teams. And that foul was on Maddie Nez. That was her first. Knocked out, so the Elgin Lady Owls will have an opportunity to inbounds from on the other end of the floor. And we're halfway through quarter number 1. 8-7. Macarthur with a 1-point lead. Baseline, drives, bounce pass. Do a little bit of perimeter passing. Going to let that launch for a 3. Back iron's no good. Rebounded. Macarthur Highlanders pick the pocket, get the little defense, and the steal. Going to go coast to coast with it. Up off the glass for 2 is good. Get to double digits to make it 10. And so Emma Hart, the sophomore, able to show a little bit of soft touch up off the glass, and we got a whistle on the floor. Yes, we got another foul here. Who's that going to be?
Mia Curtis.
Number 11, Mia. I think that's her second.
Yeah, that's going to be her second already. And coach already goes to the bench. We got a replacement coming up. Looks like Brown will come back in. Down underneath. Oh, backdoor. Up off the glass for Carter is no good, but that was a great design. Yeah, just a design play. You practice it, but in game time you get a little rushed. And Carter was a little rushed on that, and she misfires with a basket underneath. Oh, wow. There's a little bit of collision over there on that side. So now that we're getting a lot of activity underneath the basket, we're seeing a little bit. So another Macarthur foul. And Coach will get that because of his press. He's always aggressive. He's not going to stand back. He's going to be in your face with that, and goes to the charity stripe with the first shot for Carter's no good.
Yeah. Carter, she's normally strong down there in the paint, and I was just interested to see how that was going to go with her and Thompson. But Thompson's on the bench right now, so hopefully we'll get a chance to see that matchup later on.
That rims in and out. So unfortunately, she comes up empty on the 2 with 3:15 left to go here in quarter 1. 10-7 Highlanders. Loose ball that's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay on this end. Last touch by the Lady Highlanders, so no, I take that back. It's going to be Highlander ball down on this end. Get that around. Mac likes to camp out in that middle. There she comes out of it. Double team, turnaround jumper for the senior, and it lodges up and jams in between the rim. We'll get another ball to knock that one out. In the guys' game, a guy always wants to jump up there and see if he can get that clear for you.
Yeah.
So get a second one. Just get the right aim. Boom. Oh, missed that.
It's all about angles.
There you go. There we go. So it's free and clear, and that's just going to be out. So we'll just start fresh and new for the Lady Highlanders. 3-point lead with 2:51 in quarter 1. Don't forget the doubleheader. We'll have the guys' game next. And for those who are watching on the network, we've also, when you have the app, you can bounce back and forth between Midwest City, Del City. That's a carryover, so had a little bit of carry, and that's going to be a turnover, so Elgin will get the ball in the possession. The boys' JV game went into overtime. Elgin Owls with the victory. Looks like Macarthur would have had that. They fouled and had Elgin get back in the game with an OT presentation. 3-ball on the way. Hits the front iron, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Highlanders. Here comes the Highlanders quickly down the floor. Outlet to Mosby. Mosby will come top of the key, and she'll restart. That's textbook.
I'm looking for her to have a good game tonight. It's her birthday today.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah.
So, happy birthday, and you're playing on fire. Gets that knocked out. The best birthday present I ever remember is El Reno, the young lady that beat Eisenhower when Eisenhower was up by 2
seconds.
Yeah.
2.3 seconds.
Yeah, you remember that. Carter with a nice turnaround up inside the glass for 2 is good, and now Elgin finally gets back on the board like they need to bring it to 12-9. I didn't know till afterwards, and it was like a half-court shot when she let that sink, and they said, oh, by the way, it's her birthday. I said, wow. I said, she'll never forget her birthday on that year.
Yeah. And interesting with that right there, the next year, there was a terrible tornado there.
Oh, yeah.
And Eisenhower, I was part of the staff then. We went up, and her home was one of the ones that was pretty
affected.
Much
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and we went up there and took them a lot of
stuff,
things out there.
Yeah, that's good. Got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. So as they take it, we'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Bar S Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
All right, so back to action, and action it is with a steal going up the other end of the court, and the Highlanders capitalize after the timeout and get the bucket to now make the 14-9 lead with 1:26 left to go in quarter one. Elgin comes firing back right inside the lane. Gets stripped, and she gets a little hand check with a little hand in the cookie jar with the hack. So Emma Hart is going to be charged with the foul. Then it's going to be their fifth, so they have put Elgin in the bonus now.
It's going to say number 4, Maddie Nez.
Yeah, so Maddie Nez is going to go to the line to shoot 2, and they will be in the bonus. But like we said before, this change, they'll only be in that bonus for a $1.19, and then it will start over. So you can see why that is a good change, that it doesn't carry over from the halves, because you'd be shooting free throws like we normally did, you know.
Right.
So they get that to fall. Lady Owls get to double digits now, make it a 4-point lead. Try to cut into that lead one more, and she misses. Gets the rebound, Elgin. Top of the key for Carter. Nope, take that back. Going to go back over for Garrett. And then inside feed to Carter. And so that's a 3-point swing. And now it's just a 2-point ball game, 14-12. In the lane, bounce pass gets loose, out of bounds. And last touch by Macarthur. So here's an opportunity with a minute to go to tie this one or take the lead with a 3-ball. So Macarthur had that little bit of a stretch of a lead, and then all of a sudden, basketball is a game of streaks. Yeah. You know, you get hot and the other one goes cold.
Elgin showed us some patience. And
so Nez to Williams, and then inside again.
Bucket by number 33, Kelby Carter.
So Carter ties the ball game up at 14 apiece with 35 seconds left to go. Lets that one sail for a 3. That's an answer. So the Lady Highlanders answer quickly with an open 3-ball look. A little bit of testing there at the line by Mosby for the Lady Highlanders. And then a steal. Layup with 15 seconds left to go. Puts it off the glass for 2 is good. And now it's a 19-14 lead. It was just tied up moments ago. Highlanders with a 3 and a steal. That's a 5-point swing. Back down, stops, pops, no good. Back irons, and that's going to end quarter number 1. 19-14. We got an exciting one here at the Elgin Gym. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
Well, along with Greg Hinton, myself, Eric Sherem, bidding you a happy holidays. Got Christmas coming up around a week from tomorrow, believe it or not.
Right.
If you don't have your holiday shopping done, this is a little stress mode. It was a 14-14 match as Elgin finally tied it up, and then the Lady Highlanders went on a run with a 3-ball and a steal and a bucket, so a 5-point swing to end the first quarter. A miss for the Elgin Owls as they start the second quarter. And a little tap out. Last touch by the Lady Owls by Maddie Nez. 7:39 and just underway in the second quarter. As we mentioned, you can bounce around with other games on the network, Midwest City, Del City, and also we have Altus and John Marshall. Let's that one fly for a 3-ball look. No good. That's not going to miss the mark. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Highlanders, so Elgin will start with the possession. Looks like we got a lot of youngsters with Christmas hats. I think they're going to be entertained at the half, so stay tuned for that. Carter at the top. She'll go down below as they get that one nailed for a 3-ball look. Back iron's no good. Gets the rebound as Maddie Nez comes down with it. Touch. Alyssa Mack knocking it out. It's really nice when you watch a program and you see them when they came in starting as sophomores. You get 2 years of experience to see some of these girls. And man, Carter goes hard. And we talked about that matchup down underneath. Going to see that one.
Foul on number 22.
So Courtney Thompson, that's the one you said, let's see how this goes. And she plays a little aggressive, and she's going to just pick up her first. And that's going to be the team first of the second quarter. Carter gets the first one to drop.
Yeah, Thompson, she's just got to know how to just go straight up and not, hit down on the ball. That's what gets her in trouble there.
So Carter goes 2 for 2 at the line to make it 19-16. Glad you could join us on the network. Make sure you can download our free apps, Apple and Android devices. Also on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. For those who are watching us on X, subscribe there. Oh, Thompson gets deflected, gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Now the third time's the charm, the bucket, and the harm for the Highlanders to drop it. So Williams will get the bucket to count to make it 21, and she'll try to add insult to injury by adding the one more, and does. So it gets 22-16. Highlanders with the lead. Elgin came back to lead just 1 point in the first quarter, but it's been Macarthur ever since. Loose ball, Carter fight for it, and a steal and a jump ball is called. So 6:46 here in the second quarter. And across and down underneath. Oh, nice. A look for a 3-ball. No. Back up to Mosby for 3. She launches it. Back iron's no good. Alyssa Mack with the rebound. Put back up. And a nice little roll. So Alyssa Mack is able to get that to fall for the senior. Lady Owls goes coast to coast, gets stripped inside the lane, goes out of bounds, but last touched by Macarthur, and Lady Highlanders will call a timeout. We'll keep it here on the floor. But, we said we've got a lot of action here on the network for basketball, and this is the time of the year where you're just kind of, okay, you're just getting your legs out from underneath you. You got the holidays coming up. Most schools will be finished up this week with finals, and then you'll have Christmas all of next week, and they'll take the next week off for January to start the new year. And then, there'll be holiday tournaments for some, but then you'll have that little bit of a layoff, and then it just, man, bam, come January, get ready for it. It's going to be fast and furious up and down the floor and on the court with a lot of games and a lot of decisions in the district. So just like we say all seasons, we start in the fall with girls, softball and volleyball. They go so quick. Football, went a little bit longer if you're winning a state champion like the Elgin Owls, and congratulations. First time in school history. Up to Carter. Going to get that one launched to the side. Then we find Carter, and then that's going to be rejected, and that was quick on the move underneath by Thompson. So Courtney Thompson going to have a battle royale underneath there with Carter. Carter's going to have to look over her shoulder to know where Thompson is at any given time. That gets tapped out. Last touched by the Lady Highlanders. So there it is, that matchup you want to see, and that's just going to be out of bounds. Wanting a little bit of a touch foul underneath on the elbow, but not so. 6:02 here in quarter two. Little alley-oop pass to Carter. She'll pass out to Naz. Little tie-up. Loose ball, Alyssa Mack. She gets the rebound. Quickly down the floor. The Lady Highlanders with it. Mosby drives right side. Down to Mack, to Mosby. Play a little perimeter passing. Down underneath, a little free look up off the glass for two is good. And the Lady Highlanders now have their largest lead tonight by 10. 5:30 to go here before the half. Elgin will kind of slow the pace down just a bit. Cross to the timeline from Carter and then back over to the far side of the court as Williams plays a little bit of catch as Garrett down underneath the Carter. That's their signature move. We've seen so much all of last year. That's what Coach Merez likes to do, and I love that style of basketball is get your power underneath for just soft looks. You know, if you're an outside perimeter shooting team, so be it. But they are just manhandling down underneath, and it, you know, it shows right now she's going to go to the line shoot too. First shot is up and good. Bring it to 17, back to a 9-point lead. Both teams have 4 team fouls, so we got a long way to go. I'm not a betting man, but they'll probably be in the bonus. Both of them will be before this half ends. Just kind of playing aggressive as they do. Mosby will cross the timeline for the Lady Highlanders over to Mack. Back up top. Oh, a nice feed to Mack. A reverse layup. Are you kidding me? Up off the glass is no good. But that was a design practice play. That was not just haphazardly thrown. Mack was waiting for it. It was great, a delivery, and maybe you'll get to see that later on in the year to work. But the defense was not ready for that. But the Elgin Owls come unscathed by it because the bucket did not fall. Going to go coast with a nice little move off the edge. Wasn't able to fall for Garrett. Highlanders come back the other way. 3 ball on the way. Hits air. Loose ball. Struggle for it. Oh, and then they're going to throw. She throws that right out, and that's going to be a tie-up, and there's going to be a jump ball called. Carter was on the back end of the court. She come up as she rolled it out there. A wise move. But the possession arrow is going to go in favor of the Lady Owls. So I got the crowd up and excited. Got a good one here for the first of the doubleheader. Right before the holiday and the holiday break. First home matchup for the Owls as they had to kind of wait for the boys to kind of finish up with something in football. I think you call it a state championship. Congratulations, their first in school history. Back iron's no good. Goes down the lane, inside the lane. Goes past the defender, too high up off the glass, but the putback is good for 2. Back to a 10-point lead as Courtney Thompson is able to put that in for a 10-point lead with 3:50 left to go here before the half. And a whistle on the floor. Goes. So Courtney Thompson's going to pick up a foul. I thought both of them had 4 already. Unless the board was right or wrong, I don't know. But nonetheless, it's not a complete, exact scoreboard for me to watch. But okay, touch pass up. Nice that's play. A give and go. And that's what you practice to get started when you have an inbounds pass. So they cut the lead to 8 with 3:34 left to go, and the loose ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Highlanders. And we're going to slow walk it. And the Highlanders are not going to press. Saw that really in the first quarter, but be prepared for them to come back. Oh, nice pass. Right over to an open look to Carter underneath. She's making a clinic underneath of what you do when you camp outside and you just make it work. Cutting the lead by 8. Oh, got a foul on the floor. So it cuts the lead by 6 when it was a 10-point lead for the Lady Highlanders. was the largest tonight for the Lady Highlanders, but Lady Owls.
Yeah, it seems like Elgin, they're doing that inside-out game. You know, they're just trying to see where they can get inside and then eventually move outside. But, hey, she's handling her business down there in the paint.
Yeah, she's done a really good job. And the look on this time, she camped out on the other side. They weren't really prepared for that. Highlanders quickly with a bucket and a score to make it 30. 2:57 to go. Here comes the Lady Owls. Little perimeter passing. There, guess who? Nez, and we're going to get a whistle. It's a 3-second violation. Camped out there too long is Kelby Carter. Got 2:43 remaining here in the half. A little bit of a swipe there. This will be called on the Highlanders.
Offensive foul on number 11.
Oh, must have been a push-off or something.
Okay.
31. Delia Washington.
All right, so a little bit of perimeter, and there's that's a travel, they're going to say, as Garrett didn't have control on the move. Ooh, she wanted to try to launch that for a three. Back out. Going to dribble in between and inside the paint. She had that move earlier, and she's got a little nice soft touch as she makes that move. Back to a 10-point lead. Back to the equal of the largest tonight for the Lady Highlanders. Garrett looks to drive as a sophomore dishes that back out. Try to get to Carter, but down below. Going to try to deflect that. Looks like Stevenson. Stevenson got a little bit of action as between Stevenson and Thompson trying to guard Garrett underneath. Now, hard and charged. They're going to try to say, what you can do, we're going to try to do as well. We're going to play the low post underneath. Just go up strong, up off the glass.
I think that might be an advantage that they have. They have depth to contend with Carter down there.
And so that was a tip trying to get to Carter, but now they've clamped down on that. And so the Highlanders trying to find some success with keeping Carter out from those shots underneath. Quickly down the floor, here comes the Lady Owls. 2-on-2, and she gets fouled in the way. So Garrett is now, it's going to be the fourth team foul for the Elgin Lady Owls. One more for the Macarthur Lady Highlanders. One more for the Owls for the bonus, but a $1.03 left to go. For those you say, well, I thought they were both had 4. I was looking at I was looking at timeouts remaining.
Oh, okay.
I saw the 4s there, and I'm not used to. It's my first time at new scoreboards, by the way. Beautiful new scoreboards here at the Elgin Gym. But now I've got it corrected. I can look at the right number. Lets that one up. Gets that one to go in. 11-point lead with under a minute to go. We'll have halftime, and of course we'll have second half action that gets loosed with a loose ball pass on the far end of the court. Lady Owls will inbounds with Sabrina Williams. Back up to Garrett. Garrett will cross the timeline with 44 seconds remaining. She'll get a pick. She'll roll left. Looks for a 3-ball look opportunity. She doesn't take it as Wood. It's that one to go a little bit inerrant. Try to go to pass underneath. Wonder, last year they had 2 young ladies that were on that forward down, and I'm wondering how much Carter is she going to play all 4 without getting a breather. That's really like to get fresh legs,
right.
Too.
Yeah,
We've not seen her really come out as Coach Morez not going to the bench quite yet.
Like I said, they have the fresh legs in and out for Mac. So
they do, and Coach always is on top of that. We've seen when we've seen the Lady Highlanders. 18 seconds, probably play for the final shot. Down underneath, Carter. One bounce, strong up, just hits the rim and out. It was the right design play, but just doesn't get the soft touch. Quickly come the Highlanders across the timeline with 4 seconds left to go. Lets that one pop. Carter with the rebound with 6 seconds, 0.6 seconds left to go. And in for a steal and a score at the last. And you're going to be able to see that here on instant replay. We'll see how quick that was. The ball goes around. She's in the lane, and it leaves her hands before it goes red.
Yeah, I think that's a good shot.
And they're going to say it counts. So they say bucket counts. It's now 36-23, and we are at the half. We got about 10 minutes before we start second half action. We may have a little bit of a, I don't know if they're going to do it during the boys' game or the girls' game, but they've huddled up a lot of little elves out there to do a little I think they got something. So we're going to take a little time out, maybe come back and give you some entertainment right here at the Elgin Gym on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Future Elgin cheerleaders. This is a pre-K group that they learned something, and I know that their backs are going to be turned. We're on the away side. They're going to face the home side, and we'll get a little bit of that action there for you. And I think that, as we said, I was seeing them congregate outside the window. So that was pre-K, and now they're going to file in the kindergartens. This is where Christmas is fun for this age right here.
Most definitely.
And they're going to work their way up to the different levels. And they say these are the future Elgin cheerleaders, and we're going to have them do a little cheer, a little hometown crowd.
First grade.
Now they'll go to first grade as they're announcing here. So we've seen great community spirit. If you did not, it was probably the loudest high school event for football that I've ever attended. And I've seen Class 6A, I've seen the big ones, and the crowd was the loudest, and it was full. I think 5,000 can fit on the away side at UCO, and Elgin filled it, and there were people outside that. And they get loud. Of course, they had their noisemakers or horns. And if you're familiar with Elgin, what they were able to do.
Yeah, I can imagine. I just went to one of their home games.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
And the energy was so high, so I can just imagine how it was in a championship game.
Yeah, it was.
Second grade.
Now we're going to go to second grade. Yeah, and happy holidays to you, and hopefully a good Christmas. If it includes any travel, we hope it's a safe one for you. School will be let out. Pay attention to that. And then next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, the big day.
Big day.
Kind of, for business people, it kind of throws everything into a tizzy. You know, people don't really want to work Christmas Eve, so they kind of half that.
Right.
You take Christmas off. Then who really wants to come back on Thursday? So
right.
you have made a lot of vacation days to – I think this is no, it's not the last group. There's one more group behind that. So as they elevate to this different presentations of these young spiriters. Oh, you can hear the little bit of command there, a little bit more confidence in their cheer. We got 5:38 to go here before we start second half action.
5th and 6th grade here.
5th and 6th grade, right before they enter middle school. And so last of the elementary, and that should be the last of the entertainment. And we'll end up having a quick break and come back. Those will come out to warm up. But, another thing, too, this advantage is you get them in front of a crowd, because that's the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. You can practice a cheer in your little gym or whatever you're going to do, but getting out in front of people, moms and dads and stuff like that, can be a little intimidating. So, And so, if you do it early, you get so used to it, you're ready for it. So they're all in little Christmas hats. You can see all in their red and black and all in their cheer squad. And I don't know if they're going to do one big one together. I think they're going to, of what they've learned. Oh, they're going to do a little, Jingle Bell Rock. Music. So we'll let that one go to them.
Pre-K, kinder, first, second, third and fourth, fifth and sixth.
All right, there it goes. It's all of the put on a little demonstration for the hometown crowd.
Let's give it up for the cheerleaders.
The cheerleaders of the future Owlettes cheerleading squad. So we're going to take a timeout, and we will be back. Got 3.5 to go before we will come back to action. It's a 36-23 Macarthur lead against your Lady Owls. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
we're back to the Elgin Gym site of this one, and we are at the half. It's a 36-23 Macarthur lead over your Elgin Lady Owls. This presentation being brought by the Tip-In Club, the Elgin Booster Club, for the basketball program. Last year they enjoyed having all of their home game matches. We'll do the same thing this year, so you can mark it on the calendar. If the Elgin Owls are at home, we will be here as well. 27 seconds remain before we put 8 on the board and get ready for second half action. Now, I always do this with guys who join me in the broadcast. If you're coaching the Elgin Owls, what did you tell your team at the half what they need to do?
Well, I mean, they have a lot of opportunities down in the paint with Carter, so I think she just there's a few of them that she missed. I think they'll keep feeding her down there and probably try to get some of the bigs for Macarthur in some foul trouble.
Yeah.
And then
and we've seen that because Macarthur plays aggressive enough where, I mean, you do this and long enough and you'll start adding up with the fouls. So we're going to start with the Macarthur Highlanders with the ball to start second half action. Macarthur in all black with gold numbers. Elgin in their all whites with red numbers, and a whistle to boot right out of the gate with a push.
Foul number 22, Courtney Thompson.
And that foul is going to be number 22, they said. It's going to be Courtney Thompson.
That's her third.
It's going to pick up her third. They didn't put that on the board, but you had a good memory. Carter, again, double teamed, went strong to the hoop, gets her own rebound, though, and then tries to toss it out over on the side edge to Maddie Nez, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Highlanders. So inbounds, Owls will get another opportunity at it. 7.5 to go here in quarter number 3, just starting second half action. Top is Garrett. Garrett, rifle pass over to the far end to Williams. Back up to Williams, top for 3. Lets that one sail. Back irons, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Highlanders. Alyssa Mack, she'll top that back out. Drive. Oh, man, it was kind of disrupted as Mosby was trying to get that back over to Garrett on the side edge. You're going to see both of those seniors kind of know each other well. They played with each other on the court for 2 solid years as starters. So they kind of look for each other. Yeah. 7:06 left to go. Just underway in the second half. So we cross with Garrett. Loose ball picked up. Elgin with the rebound. Off of the ground. And now we get a whistle on the floor.
Foul number 2 for the Lady Highlanders, Layla Mosby.
So Layla Mosby is going to pick up her foul. It's going to be the team's second. Number 5 for each team to get in the bonus. It's going to be a steal by Mack. Now a whistle on the floor as Alyssa Mack was able to get the steal.
Foul on number 4, Maddie Nez.
So Maddie Nez is going to pick up a foul. That's going to be her first. Team first of the second half. Or no, second. No, it's first. They changed it again. I said they didn't get a foul before. Happy fingers on the scoreboard. Lets that one sail, goes out of bounds. Elgin Owls will retain. Trying to chip away at this lead. As neither team has scored from our halftime score, believe it or not.
Right, yeah, still the same
So
score.
kind of come up empty. Loose ball is picked up by Maddie Nez. Back over to Garrett. Garrett will drive the paint, puts it up strong and hard, and there will be a whistle on the way, and she'll go to the line. Goes strong to the hoop.
Layla Mosby.
So Mosby is going to pick up back-to-back fouls. That's going to be her second. It's going to be the team's second. Hits the front of the rim and
speaking of fouls,
it's their third. I thought it was going to be their third. It's their third team foul.
Oh, okay. Going back to Carter, she's played a lot of minutes and she hadn't really fouled any. So I don't want to jinx her or anything like that. But
no, I understand that. The score stays just the one change with Elgin getting the one. Bring a 12-point lead. out fast. Oh, man, she was going to run out of real estate and just has to throw that back inbounds as Mosby able to collect the steal. Coming back down on the other end of the floor. 3 ball on the way. Hits it. Banks from downtown. Mosby hits it after getting 2 fouls, and she said enough of that and lights it up with a 3 ball. Elgin goes strong, and Alyssa Mack, she puts her hands on her face like, oh, did I do that? She trailed you. You kind of reached back in. So Alyssa Mack's going to get one. It's already going to be the 4th team foul, and I've seen this with Macarthur. They can get into foul trouble and put their opponent
at the line with their aggressive play.
Yeah. They had to reset the clock. The clock was kind of running when there was a stoppage of play, so it's back to 5:22. Just hits the rim and rims out. Boy, you practice this, and I don't know how many free throw shots you do in a practice, but you do it enough where it still gets frustrated when it just rolls right out. You had the mark. Second one is good. So 14-point lead, largest for the Lady Highlanders tonight. They led at 10 in the first half, and the Elgin Owls were able to come back and tie it at one point. Alyssa Mack, and that she likes that reverse layup. That's the second time she's missed. She's tried that. Off the mark, Elgin Lady Owls with the rebound. Quickly trying to go into double coverage down below with Carter, and that is stolen. Mosby on the other end. She'll stop and pop for a 3 ball. Rims out. Loose ball picked up by Garrett. Garrett to Carter all alone, and there you go. That's what you need. Just feed that low post. 39-27. Lady Owls chipping away at that lead. Down to a 12-point lead. You say basketball is a game of streaks. Let that one fly. Back irons off the glass. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Highlanders. And Coach Otis wants to call a timeout. So he called a time. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
And for our YouTube subscribers, every live presentation is on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. If you're on Facebook, give us a like, give us a follow. You'll know what we've got going on at any given time. On X, we're broadcasting that live as well. We got Midwest City and Dell City with a doubleheader. Got Altus and John Marshall up, and this game right here. Let that one fly right at the baseline of the top of the charity stripe is good. To bring it to 41. Lets that one sail, and there's the 3 ball that the Elgin Lady Owls needed just at the right time to bring it to 11.
It's got to get some stops now. Can't trade baskets.
Now we're going to come down the other end, and there's a miss and a rebound by Carter. Carter's played a lot of minutes. She still looks pretty good. A lot of conditioning for that young lady. Lets a 3 ball hit. And that rims in and out. That would have got the crowd into it for sure. They would have hit back-to-back threes, come up just a little bit empty with 3.5 to go here in the third quarter. Mosby, Thompson, in.
Oh, nice.
Nice little dish pass.
Soft touch.
So an assist for Mosby into Thompson. Sees the open man in the paint. We're going to slow this down just a little bit. I'm surprised that we're not seeing Otis really put the clamps down on a – I think they want to clamp down below than pressure up top because they know Carter's down there. Mosby with the rebound with the miss for the Elgin Lady Owls. A little streak down here to Thompson. Turn around inside the paint is good. So Courtney Thompson making a little bit of a show here in the second half. 15-point lead, largest tonight by the Lady Highlanders. Owls look to respond. They had a three just moments ago. Let's see if they can get it down. Gets stripped out. Mosby with a steal. Coming down a 2-on-1. Oh, and they were going to try the pickpocket as Garrett says, no, I'm not going to give you a free one. I'll just kind of give you a little bump and run. And it's the second team foul for the Lady Owls. Still 4 for the Lady Highlanders. Guys game coming up after this.
Checking in for Elgin Lady Owls, number 11, Kylie Wood, number 30, Jasmine Simmons.
Just right to Mack, and Mack was all alone, uncontested, for a little free one on the outside edge to bring another 2, and now the lead is up to 17. 2:06 remains here in quarter 3. Little perimeter passing, goes strong to the hoop. Alyssa Mack with the foul, that'll probably be her second.
Foul on number 30, Alyssa Mack. Shooting.
That is going to be the 5th foul now, so they're going to put Elgin in the bonus for the remainder of this quarter in the third quarter with 1:55 remaining. Little twist of the ball, bend of the knees, up, back irons, and in. So Maddie Nez was able to convert one.
Yeah, the thing about this Elgin team, they're young. I mean, they only have 2 seniors. So, and they've been playing together for a while. So hopefully in the next couple of years they'll get a chance to have a good run.
Yeah, and Carter, just being a junior herself, misses the second one. Mosby with the rebound quickly down the floor. And a foul trying to dish that off to Washington. As Washington gets the hack.
Foul on number 4, Maddie Nez.
Maddie Nez is going to pick up the foul. That's going to be the 3rd team foul for the Elgin Lady Owls of this quarter. Shot up, back, hits the front of the rim, no good.
Subbing in for the Elgin Lady Owls, number 2, Finley Garrett.
So Garrett's going to come back in.
At the line for
Didn't get too much of a breather. Maddie Nez is going to sit after that foul. In and out. Just kind of look for it. Tap out, and that's going to go out of bounds. So Elgin will get the possession. Lead down to 16. 17 being the largest. Crosses the timeline. Carter, double teamed, goes strong to the hoop, and she'll be fouled. And you know what? You really bring in a bench player to do that.
number 2, Layla Mosby. For the line for the Elgin Lady Owls, number 33, Kelby Carter.
I think they're going to call that on Mosby, though, is what they said, public address announcer, but already still in the bonus, and Carter goes.
Carter knocks down the first
Gets the second one to go. Gets the first one to go in. Second shot is also good.
Kelby Carter.
And across the timeline with Mosby. Heavily guarded by Garrett. Garrett will pick her up. Little slide pass. Carter will get her hand on it momentarily. Loose ball on the floor, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow going back the other way.
Elgin's ball.
So Elgin's going to capitalize on it. Now can they get the bucket to then make it worth it? Minute 7 to go in the third quarter. And a loose ball.
Oh, can't afford to do that. They got to capitalize off their mistakes and can't come back with those plus minuses, so to speak.
Final minute of the third quarter. Ball into the hands of Mosby from the inbounds pass. With less than a minute, crosses the timeline. She'll drive right, look down underneath. Little give and go underneath to try to get down low post to Washington. And that gets tapped out. And looking to inbounds. Ooh, nice steal by Garrett. She'll go coast to coast with it. She gets the steal, but too much, and it just does not fall. It's like the lid is closed up there.
I know.
For the Lady Owls. I mean, the shots are good. Good production, but it just does not get the roll you want. A little bit of good swing for them. But they do get the ball back. Carter against two. High up off the glass, no good.
Kind of forced that one.
Yeah. Well, could have maybe passed out and kind of reset.
All right.
Final 30. All alone for a three-ball look. Doesn't take it. Steps in the lane. Almost took a little bit of an extra step, but comes off the mark. Coming down the other end of the floor. Almost steal by Garrett. It is. Pick the pocket from Garrett. She's not happy with that. Mosby in a give and go. Little layup up off the glass for two is good for the Lady Highlanders. And it's now 49-33. 3 seconds. You got to launch that. Oh, and then it's contested by Mosby, and that's going to be a foul. So she's going to be shooting three.
Wow, we got to be a little smarter than that one.
Yeah, I mean, I know you want to play aggressive within the bonus, and Mosby just walks off just a little upside. Is that they've not placed hers? She's either, look on the other board for me, is she either 3 or 4?
I know I've seen 3 at least. I know she has to have at least 3.
Yeah. So to close out at the buzzer, we're going to go to the line shooting 3. First shot is good. And that's just what the Lady Elgins needed. A little bit of a boost to end the third quarter with 0 on the clock. Second shot of 3. Up, hits the front iron. And she'll get the last one. You always say don't foul the three-point shooter.
Right.
And don't foul the girl that, it's like seconds that she's got to launch it, And she gets 2 of the 3. And that will end the third quarter, 49-35. We'll be back with the fourth and final right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Miller Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we offer preventive maintenance agreements, summer tune-ups, and service calls. During the summer, when your air conditioner breaks, you have to give us a call. Well, with preventive maintenance agreements, it prevents that. We go out, service the air conditioners, and prep them so they don't fail on you in the peak time of the year. The U.S. Department of Energy states that you can save up to 30% of your utility bill by having your system properly maintained.
Welcome back to the Elgin Gym, fourth and final period of this Lady Highlander, Lady Owl first home game in the nest, and Alyssa Mack takes it strong to the hoop, and she's fouled underneath. What a way to start to the fourth quarter if you're the Lady Highlanders at the line.
That's Carter's first foul.
Now, you talked about that earlier, that, with all of the action she's seen and not to be in foul trouble at all, she's kept out of that at all. Alyssa Mack misses the first one. Coming up with shot number 2. A couple of bounces. Up and in. A 15-point lead with 7:50 to go here in the fourth. Carter, nice little pass down underneath, but just cannot connect. He kind of loses control of it. Unfortunate for Williams, just the sophomore. She'll learn from that. Going to cross the timeline. Notice with 4 fouls, Mosby is going to be on the bench for a little bit. Coach smart about that, because can't really change her style of aggressiveness. So she's going to sit on the bench for a little bit. Loose ball trying to go underneath, goes out of bounds. Here's some instructions from Coach Otis. Seated, of course. Now he gets up. Cross the way for a 3-ball look. Back iron's no good. Loose ball picked up by the Lady Owls. Into the hands of Garrett. Garrett will dish out here to Sabrina Williams.
And Max starting to pressure the ball.
Yeah, now they're going to collide, and it's going to be only the first team foul for the Lady Highlanders, believe it or not.
Number 23, Emma Hart.
So Emma Hart's going to pick up 1.
It's her 3rd foul.
Cross court, wide open look for a 3-ball. Just what we said before, rims in and out. Across the timeline, here comes coast to coast for the Highlanders. No good. Loose ball picked up, and then a foul on the way up. She'll shoot 2. So Kayla Washington, the senior, is able to go strong to the hoop. And Maddie Nez is going to pick up a foul. That's going to be the team's 2nd. And we're going to go back to the line.
It'll be her 3rd foul.
See, now it's starting to add up. A little bit of concern for the Lady Owls of seeing some probably hit the bench a little bit.
Senior in for senior.
I think you've only got, 2 bench players. I guess a couple of girls are in street clothes, and so don't know if that's trainers or what else, but they don't really have a big, long bench.
See one with a brace on, so I guess injuries probably.
Yeah. So Garrett throws that. Carter against 2 defenders. Now it finally gets the roll, and the bucket goes in. So Carter gets it to fall. Nice into Alyssa Mack, little fadeaway, hits the front of the rim, no good. Alyssa Mack's going to get that in the free lane and up and in for 2. 6 to go here in the 4th and final period. Rifles that, and she just does not have control of that. That's going to go out of bounds. And we got substitutions coming back in. Mosby still on the bench. She has 4 fouls for the Lady Highlanders. Not really needed right now at this point, so with a little bit of a lead. Elgin has been able to chip away from a 17-point deficit, but then that's about it. Macarthur's not let them chase.
Nice pass.
And then up and in off the glass for 2 is good. Thompson is able to connect off the back glass with 5.5 to go. Going to back out as Garrett, back over to Carter. Man, she splits the defenders, puts it up strong, no foul, nothing, and it's going to go out of bounds. She was wanting one. To no avail.
Yeah, I guess they say she was out of control there for a little bit, hoping to draw the foul.
Carter almost with the steal. Boy, she even ran into Coach on the side and then toppled over a chair or 2. She's got great hustle.
Yeah. And a motor. I mean, like I said, she's been playing the majority of the game.
That's right. She's not come out. And knowing that they don't really have a lot of bench, I don't think they really have an opportunity. So she's well conditioned right now. She's not really gassed. She's still trying to make plays. Down underneath to Washington again. Sleeps that past the defender. Up and in for good is 2. So Thompson is able to get that one in. Oh, and there's a little tussle there at the floor, and they're going to get her up. She comes up after getting hit pretty hard.
12, Yana Houston.
So Rihanna Houston, a sophomore, gets picked up with a foul. That's going to be the team's second. Carter, triple team.
Triple team.
And she gets that one to fall, and the foul, and the harm. You're going to be able to see this here on instant replay because it's worth another look, because here's the triple team. Splits it, goes hard, and goes in. Finally gets the bounce that it needs. And the Elgin Lady Owls gets the 2, trying to make it a 3-point swing. Try to get to 40. That's your MVP of the Lady Owls tonight. Well, she's really putting out her effort. Just get her a little bit of help. They can work on that, as Coach Merez will pick this up across half. Alyssa Mack with it in the paint. Little touch pass off. Going the other side. 3 ball on the way. No, back irons. Elgin with the rebound. Boy, she has to give that up, and it's a steal by Alyssa Mack. In for the 2, and we're going to be a collision there. As Kylie Wood, the senior, just says no can do. Not going to do an easy pass underneath.
Foul on number 2, Kinley Garrett.
They're going to put it on Garrett, believe it or not. I don't
even think she was in the area.
Gets the first one to fall. $18-point lead by the Lady Highlanders. Second shot coming up. Almost halfway through this fourth and final period. Boys game will be next. Part of our double header. So Mosby is going to come back in with 4 fouls. She'll have to see if she can stay on the court any longer. I'm sure Coach has probably told her what's in store. It's going to be come back to the bench for good. I think she knows that. Playing a little bit softer now, I noticed. Carter back around. Double teamed. Turnaround jumper stripped. Alyssa Mack with the rebound over to Mosby. Mosby crosses the timeline with 3:41 here in the fourth and final period. Alyssa Mack for a 3 ball on the way. Drains that. So Mack hits it. Largest lead by the Lady Highlanders, and now, and that's contested as Garrett goes strong to the hoop. The Macarthur Lady Highlanders thought it was a clean block, but they're going to say got a little bit of hand in there. So Garrett, and that's going to be on Mosby, so she's going to foul out. It is on 2. Yep. Or it's not 2, it's going to be 22, right? Thompson, is Thompson going out? It's one of the 2 because he says that's her 5th foul, so we're going to find a distinction between the scorers table. 3 fouls for the Lady Highlanders, team-wise.
It's either one of them.
Thompson is. Yeah, Thompson is done. So she's done for the night. She'll go tap the hand of Coach Merez and say, good game. She did what was necessary underneath, playing both defense against Carter and then doing the low post herself. Garrett, 1 and then out.
Yeah, they have to make those free throws.
Well, I know what we would suggest during holiday break, right?
Yeah.
We're just going to come to the gym and shoot free throws, right?
Tonight.
Tonight, yeah. You're a mean coach, man. You're mean.
Oh, yeah.
Misses on the second attempt. Mosby, also with 4 fouls, will cross the timeline with 3:17 over to Mack. Back up top, Mosby in the corner. And then tries to go to Mack. That give and go underneath, and she'll get it to go. They tried that earlier and was not able to come up with it. This time they were able to connect not as much as they would like, but the second opportunity is good. 64-40 is your score. Outside, 3 ball, no good. Rebounded, Mosby. She stepped out on the line. That'll be a turnover. Tried to go around their defender and just a little bit too much room. And we said that before with her pink shoes on the red floor. It's pretty easily pretty easily to see. We're going to tell her she'll have to get red shoes next time. Timeout is called on the floor. They'll take it. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
All my favorites for just $7 each? That's crazy. Or am I crazy?
Seeing sevens? It's a sign to order from Pizza Hut's $7 Deal Lovers menu.
This holiday, she's not settling for anything less than the Triple Treat Box from Pizza Hut. Featuring pizza, breadsticks, and dessert starting at $19.99.
It's a good deal, bro.
Get the holidays delivered with Pizza Hut.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled healthcare to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
All right, so back to action after the timeout is called. With 2.5 to go. Boys game coming up next. Don't forget Midwest City, Del City on the network. A tie-up and, they're going to say a foul.
Oh, wow.
And not a jump ball is what the visiting team wanted. So Curtis is going to be charged with a foul. It's going to be in the bonus now. That's 5.
Yeah, that's 5.
Yeah.
They should be shooting here.
So, yeah, they're going to tell the officials, and Carter's going to go to the line. So, yeah, I mean, talking about the accolades for the Elgin Owl football team, first state championship ever in school history, and congratulations on a great, tough win against Tuttle. They had to come from behind. First time this season, had to come from behind late in the second half, and they were able to do what they needed. And so I'm sure there will be a parade ensuing down the line of something. I don't really know what they're planning to do, but I'm sure there's a lot of stuff talking about what they'll want to do. Coach Merez calls another timeout, so we'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
All right, back to action here after the quick timeout by Coach Merez and the Elgin Lady Owls. This production being brought in by the Elgin Tippin Club. A reminder that we will be here for all home games. Carter's very slow to get up. She got hit pretty hard, and Coach Merez is going to have to go take a look at her. She'll walk over a collision. She's holding her head. Assistant Greg Bulig is over there looking at her.
If I can recall, in the past couple of years, he's been wearing a mask. So I don't know if...
Okay. Something there. Alyssa Mack back up to Mosby to restart with 2:28, play a little keep away. Going to kind of toss this ball with a lot of perimeter passing. Just kind of like drain this clock. But Elgin still playing pressure defense. In that zone. Picked up, and then a steal. No one home. down underneath. A little give and go. Elgin Lady Owls up to the hoop. Strong, no good. That's going to be a little bit too much contact from behind.
I know there's for her.
No, it's not Maddie Nez. Yeah, it's her fifth. She's out. But it's really no over the back foul, but it was she did come from behind and just ran out of extra. So Maddie Nez's night is done. Two of the Highlander that's out, done for the night. The Owl, the same thing.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that about there's no over the back. I mean, it's hard to get the fans
to understand that. Yeah. That's over the back. You'll hear it. It's you're just quiet. You just don't say anything. So, okay. But, old school guys know what over the back is, But if you have a little bit of contact that you're over and behind, I guess, technically you are looking for that call. But loose ball, that's going to go out of bounds. .158 remain. Macarthur with the lead. And a push. That's really kind of unnecessary there. You say, you know what? I mean, and that's what Otis is kind of telling her. It's like, okay, look at the clock. We don't need to do that. Boys game going to be nice next. You can float around on the network because if you download the app, you can easily just go from game to game. Same thing with their YouTube channel. We have a couple of them up on Facebook, a couple of them up on X, but Midwest City, Del City for the doubleheader. And Altus is playing John Marshall. We have 13 schools on the network. We're going to add 3 more next year to 16. You could be school number 17. If you have interest, you can go to our website, find contact information, and find us there. Garrett to the line for the second. So we're able to collapse that into down to a 20-point lead. And it's going to go out over the back, just kind of over with a carry. .149 remain, and the boys are in each one of their corners getting ready to come out and warm up. Wide open for a 3-ball look. Back iron's no good. Loose ball, Carter. She comes up after going to the bench after the collision. Both teams are in the bonus to remain of the minute 40 left of this contest.
It's her third foul, but like I say, she's played the majority of the game.
Foul free, pretty much. I think she got her first one like in the second half, So, Lady Highlanders to the line with Brown. Shoots up and in. Second shot coming up. Yeah, this production being brought to you by the Elgin Tipping Club. They do so much for the school and so much for these athletes and bringing you these productions for all their home games. We appreciate their support. In the lane, Garrett just finds all the right moves to get around the defenders, but it's too high off the glass. Alyssa Mack with the rebound and Garrett with the foul. It's going to be her third. Alyssa Mack to the line, shooting 2 in the bonus. No good. It's really amazed that there's a lot of stoppage in these last minutes or two, and the game's pretty much out of hand. You just kind of
just wanted to go ahead
not play aggressively like that. Second shot is up and good. Alyssa Mack with a $1.26 left to go. Garrett sails that one out of bounds. Trying to look for a teammate over on that far edge. Going to pressure. Going to get past it, though. Back into Mosby. Mosby with a $1.07. She's going to stop inside the paint. Little floater, no good. Rebounded by the Elgin Lady Owls with a minute to go. Garrett crosses the timeline. Looks for the near side edge over here to Merez. Nice feed inside, up off the glass for two is good.
Marissa Merez, Kelly Carter for two. Timeout by Elgin Lady Owls.
So the Lady Owls will call a full timeout, and we'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
All right, after the full timeout by the Elgin Lady Owls, back to action here to finish out this fourth and final period with 45 seconds left. 66-46. Lady Highlanders trying to play keep away now with 42 seconds left to go. Get that one out. Back up to Mosby. Mosby with 31 seconds. Garrett tried to swipe. Mosby says nope. Gonna fake the three, back up to Mosby. She'll look. She'll dribble around, and now we'll get a whistle. I think that's going to be on Garrett. How many is that for her?
I think her third or fourth. Yeah, that'll be her fourth.
So Mosby is going to go back to the line. Shot is no good. Second shot coming up. Hits the front end of the rim, no good. Down to Carter. Carter. Oh, and then Mosby with a quick, it's going to go out of bounds, but man, quick hands. Carter was able to lose control of it momentarily. Mosby come in to try to pick the pocket. Doesn't control it, goes out of bounds, Elgin ball. Give and go right back up into Garrett. So still playing to the end of the buzzer. Elgin Lady Owls with no quit. Down to 2.6 seconds left to go. Mosby will end it, and that will be your final. 66-48. The Lady Highlanders come on the road on the home opener and play spoiler, the Grinch that stole Christmas. We got the boys' game as they're going to warm up. We'll put that on the clock, and we'll be back to set that one up right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Get ready. It's time for the Billingsley Annual Gigantic Ford Sell-Off with the best prices of the year on all remaining 2024 models. Zero down, no payments for 90 days, and giant savings up to $10,000 on the 2024 new F-150 Platinum truck that out-tows, out-hauls any other truck in its class. Only at the Billingsley's Gigantic Sell-Off. Save thousands on all remaining new 2024 trucks in stock. Only at Billingsley Ford and Lawton, Duncan, and Altus.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere, offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your Mile to Anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com or call 800-433-7300.
Lawton Community Health Center is a place for babies, kids like me, and even teenagers. Nice people are there to help you when you're hurt or you just don't feel good. And even if you do, they give you medicine so you don't get sick and physicals so you can play sports. I'm happy to know they'll be there when I need them. And my mom is too.
LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
Welcome to the Elgin Gym, site of this matchup between the Macarthur Highlanders and the Elgin Owls. They are familiar with each other in recent years, not only being in Class 5A together in football for the previous 2 years. Elgin in football has really made their statement in winning those 3 games, including 0 week to start off their Class 4A run to a state title. Congratulations to the Elgin Owls. Going to have a trophy called the Gold Ball. And I talked to the AD, and I said, well, you're going to have to find a trophy case that's special enough. And you know what? Another thing for Elgin, and this doesn't really get said a lot, but they have been academic champions in Class 5A the previous 2 years. And again, this year in 4A, that makes a three-peat for academic state champions in football. So that's a really good testament to Elgin, the community. It was loud and proud Saturday. Everybody in Elgin, I'm surprised there was anybody left in town because everybody left for Elgin to be a side of that part of history. Made the noise, made them the difference maker, as some of the players said, as they were down to Tuttle in the second half. First time they had been trailing in the second half at any length of time, and they came back to win it in big fashion. So hats off to Chalmer Wyatt and the great season. 14-0, undefeated on the year, and state champions. But we've got a great basketball matchup tonight. Highlanders coming off fresh of the consolation rounds of the Great Plains Invitational. Took Lawton High, the winner of the Invitational, in overtime against Tulsa Memorial to the brink as well. So really tested. A lot of outside shooting, a lot of speed. You're going to see a lot put on display tonight.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Like I say, Macarthur, they're similar to Lawton High. They like to run and run and gun and pressure the ball a lot. So we'll see.
Greg Hinton joining myself, Eric Sherem, with you on this presentation, brought to you by the Tip-In Club for the Elgin Booster Club. All of the Elgin home games going to be on the network. This is the second of the doubleheader, with the girls coming up short against the Lady Highlanders. The boys will be in action shortly at about 5:17 left to go. You can download our app on Apple and Android devices. Search us on YouTube. If you're watching us there, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on Facebook for those who are watching on Facebook Live. Also on X, we're there. Live presentation. Follow us on X, and then you can find us on Instagram as well. We're going to take a brief timeout before we get to the starting lineups and the action of this one right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
They say the best way to be a good neighbor is to know your neighbors and give a little help when they need it. And when you need a little, you can find help at Ace Hardware in Elgin. Not only do they offer everything from grills to flowers, paint, hardware, and tools, they offer experience to help guide you through the process. And they're happy to take the time to make sure you can do it right. Ace Hardware of Elgin. They're more than just a hardware store. They're your neighbors. Ace Hardware, 7796 Highway 277 in Elgin.
Scott's House of Flowers in Elgin has been proud to serve Elgin and the surrounding area with a wide variety of flowers and gifts for all occasions. Come see them for great gift ideas, including the exclusive Tyler candles. And who couldn't resist Sweet Shop USA, featuring handmade grand truffles. Scott's House of Flowers, just off Highway 277 in Elgin. Delivery available, or stop by for easy pickup. Phone 492-4880. Scott's House of Flowers.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Well, another presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network with 3 basketball matchups tonight. Great one tonight for the boys, Midwest City and Del City on the network. And we have Altus playing John Marshall. And we have this one right here, Macarthur Highlanders and the Elgin Owls at the Elgin Gym with about 1:37 before we have starting lineups. So the team captains being addressed there at midcourt with our head officials. We'll take our last time out. We're ready to get the starting lineups and the tip-off of this one right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you ready for a debit card? Well, this card is more than you may realize. It's a reward-earning, style-affirming, money-managing, do-it-all debit card, like a key to the world. It's the Pay Me debit card from Communication Federal. Our Pay Me account pays you real cash that adds up fast, earning rewards when you use your card. So get a free Pay Me debit card today. It's secure shopping and payment power online or in stores. Sounds like you're ready. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Well, where sports is our middle name, we are the Oklahoma Sports Network, getting ready for this one. Starting lineups here momentarily, Elgin Owls and the Macarthur Highlanders. We'll start off with the visitors and the Macarthur Highlanders under Marco Gagliardi, head coach of the Highlanders. They'll be in all black with gold numbers with a little bit of yellow stripes on the side. So you can see them coming, I guess. And the Elgin Owls in their all white. So Taylor is being introduced. Then Coleman, the junior. Number 11, A.J. Vaughn.
And number 23, Brown.
Number 23, Keon Brown, the senior, 6'2" guard. Now for the starting lineups for the Elgin Owls.
Under the direction of Ryan Green, assistant coaches Derek Thomas and John Taylor.
So Ryan Green, head coach of the Elgin Owls. Nick Merez, Nicholas, the senior, 5'9". Donnie Jones, the speedster at 5'8".
6'5", number 10, Lucas Young.
Then Lucas Young, 6'5" junior.
Number 11, Cameron Perry. And starting at forward,
Cameron Perry.
Number 12, James Carter.
And then the forward, 6'2" senior James Carter. Starting lineups for the Elgin Owls. We'll put 8 on the board and get ready for action here. The second of our doubleheader. Lady Highlanders get the first one. This one's up for grabs. Macarthur in their all dark black aways. Elgin in their home whites. And set to tip it off at center court. Lucas Young going to go up against A.J. Vaughn. We're almost set to go. Whistle to start. Ball's in the air and controlled by the Elgin Owls over right into Merez. He's going to cross the timeline and we'll get ready to go. Fast and furious. Oh, a breakaway for Merez. He finds a lane free, but it comes right off the rim, or right off the glass. No good. So the first possession for the Elgin Owls as they were able to get the first possession on the tip, come up empty. Highlanders with the ball. Taylor. Vaughn, outside edge. Over to Coleman. Back up top to Taylor. And we'll round ball that again. A.J. Vaughn will give the instructions to kick back down. He'll move. 3 ball on the side. Gets it in. So the first attack for the Highlanders get a 3 to start this contest. Quickly, and we're going to say a little push. They're trying to get around. So A.J. Vaughn's going to pick up his first team first. It's a quick one to get. Carter gets that thrown in. Merez, little contested. Oh, then trying to throw that over to Donnie Jones. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Highlanders. Elgin looking for their first bucket tonight. Inbounds by Carter. Over to Donnie Jones. Jones looks for a little trail back for Merez. Baseline for Carter. Goes up in. Tries to get to Young, and there's a foul inside the lane.
Just like the girls, the boys, they come out trying to play aggressive.
Yeah.
One of the downfalls is getting in foul trouble.
Yeah, he already got 2 team fouls. Lucas Young to the line for the Owls. Try to put the Owls on the board at the line. First shot is up and good. So he gets the 1 to go. Second one coming up. Young's got that big, tall frame at 6'5". Back iron's no good. Coming back down on the other end of the floor, here comes the Highlanders. A.J. Vaughn back up top of the key. Taylor and Coleman. And they'll play a little catch. A lot of squeaks of the shoes you can see underneath. A lot of movement away from the ball. Oh, almost stolen by Merez. Lets that one sail for a 3 by A.J. Vaughn. No good. Hard rebound. Gets contested. The Elgin Owls get the deflection into the hands of Merez. Then stolen back by the Highlanders. Quickly up off the hoop. And a travel is called. So just like that, a turnover and a turnover once again. The Highlanders with the walk. And now the Elgin Owls have an opportunity to inbounds with full court pressure. Merez. 2 defenders. He'll cross down underneath. Young feeds down underneath, back up top to Carter. Carter to Merez. Merez looks. Trails inside the lane, gets that one kind of tapped away. It's so typical about we don't have a 14. I'll have to get that corrected.
Trail Bailey transfer from Eisenhower.
Gets it to fall for the 2. 4-point lead, 5-1. Lets that one sail from back iron 3. No good by Young. No Young on the rebound. Oh, a nice little give and go.
Nice.
So Brody Morrison, that's who was wearing 0. He's wearing 14. So I got the PA announcer to kind of correct that. So Brody Morrison, fresh off the football season and a state championship, you're wearing number 14 and not wearing 0. And so that's a good correction. Elgin faithful kind of knew who it was before I did. Back iron's no good. Rebound, Elgin Owls. 5-3 contest. Morez will slow things down just a bit. Nick bounce between his legs, back over to Morrison. Morrison back over to Donnie Jones. Outside, Morrison again. Splits 2 defenders, gets that one stripped. Highlanders with the steal. Tries to get across the timeline, almost travels with it. Goes out of bounds and last touched by the Elgin Owls. So the tap out will give the Highlanders an opportunity to inbound. So as we tie the shoe a little bit from Mr. Vaughn. Okay, and so we'll start up by Taylor. Over to Bailey. Bailey backs away. Back over to Brown, and we got a whistle on the floor. Looks like Trace Laura, starting quarterback for the Elgin Owls. Get a little bit of applause as he'll come in. Fresh off of a state championship win, and he'll be fresh off the bench. Well, we know he's conditioned, right? From 3 ball, no good. There's going to be a travel call down underneath at the baseline. So kind of sloppy as both teams kind of find their way in this first quarter with not really either of them getting any kind of rhythm. It's been the story of the halfway point of the first quarter. Morez will be double teamed, look for a little bit of help. Has to throw that one out, and it's going to be thrown away. Stolen by the Highlanders into the hands of Brown. Brown will stop. Wide open 3, goes baseline. Tries to get it inside, stripped up by Brody Morrison. Morrison comes out on the other side of the floor. Man, he hits the dirt as he passes over to Morez. Morez will wait for Brody to get up. Throws a 3, no good. Rebounded, Highlanders. 3.5 to go. Nice little move inside the lane, switches hands. A back put up was no good. The second rebound, the third, and now stripped and stolen by Morez. So now we got a timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout by Coach for the Owls. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
All right, welcome back to the Elgin Gym, site of this showdown between the Macarthur Highlanders and the Elgin Owls. It's a 5-3 Highlander lead with 3:21 left to go here in the first. Both teams kind of not getting in a rhythm, as we said, and Coach wanted to call a timeout. Kind of talk about it as Coach Green, steal by the Highlanders coming back. A.J. Vaughn, and he will say, no, it is a foul on the floor. With a blocking foul. Both teams have 2.
John Loman.
Inbounds quickly with a Heist mismatch. Rebounded by Trace Laura. Over to Morez. Morez to Young. Young wants to give and go, doesn't get it. Morez back up top. He'll get a pick and tries to go down underneath. They try to get that Young connection. stolen into the hands of the Highlanders. Fast break opportunity, kind of slowed up a little bit on the pass. Comes back by Brody Morrison. It comes back to defend and trail, and a 3-ball up and in is good. 8-3 advantage, and a whistle on the floor. 2.5 to go here.
Foul number 10, Thomas.
Follows in Alton Thomas, the junior. It's going to be the third for the Highlanders. Go Ritchie. It's a little bit of help. Has to throw way downtown over to Trace Laura, and that's just too much mustard, and it goes out of bounds.
He used to throwing the passes, not catching, huh?
Well, was that really on the mark of a pass?
Well,
it was
no.
kind of like, ruining it. But you're right. He's used to being on the throwing end of it. It is a steal by Trace Laura. Fast break opportunity up off the glass for 2 is good by Lohman. So the connection is fine. He does what he does, get the ball into the playmakers. And a fast break opportunity is Laura. Kind of tied up in the middle. Loose ball still on the floor. Picked up by the Highlanders. 3-ball on the way. Back iron's no good. Young with the rebound. To Merez. Crosses the timeline. Outside corner. Wide open look for Lohman is no good. And it's going to be thrown out. Lohman has his brother play. Graduated last year.
For the Highlanders, number 5.
Like to see him on the floor. It's just a sophomore. His dad, of course, played at Cameron back in the day, Jeremy Lohman, also owner of Scott's House of Flowers, both locations. Trace Laura lets that one sail for a 3. No good. Loose ball picked up. Lohman is able to get, John gets the ball and enough to tie it up for a jump ball is called. So the speedster makes it work. But the possession on the jump ball will go to the Highlanders. Down by 3 is the Owls with 1:22 left to go in quarter 1. Back up top. We'll round ball that. A.J. Vaughn. Bounce pass underneath. Looking back out for a 3-ball. Lets that one sail. That's pretty. Pretty look. Wide open. You live and die by him. But right now it's raining threes for the Highlanders. Elgin trying to look to respond. From Carter to Merez, back to Carter. Carter, bounce pass, up and in off the glass for 2 is good. So Carter gets the putback off the glass with a nice assist to make it 11-7. 37 seconds remain of the first quarter. Turnaround jumper for a 3. Rattles in and out. Put back up off the rebound is good. So even though you don't have the height, you can actually be able to get some rebound action.
Yeah.
And the Highlanders able to do that.
Nobody blocks out these days.
Yeah, I know. It's because they're too busy wanting to shoot. You want me to box out? You want me to get rebounds, Coach? Trace Laura drives to the paint. A little floater in once, 2, twice, 3 times, and out. Back down the other end of the floor at the buzzer, and that is going to be no good. So 1 quarter in the books, 13-7 Mac leads. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, AeroSign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. AeroSign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Bar S Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Bar S, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Bar S Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
All right, so a miss off the mark for the Elgin Owls after the timeout and a little bit of a whistle on the floor. Say what? It's out of bounds. So we start quarter number 2. Just underway, and a travel is called.
A bit of travel there.
So Bailey with a little bit of an extra move, and Elgin will take it out. There's Morrison. Inbounds for the Owls. Back over to Merez. Merez across the timeline. Over to Brody. Morrison looks. Little help. Merez up top of the key. Looks to drive against 3 defenders. Morrison wide open inside the paint. Streaking out to Carter. Carter with a, man, I'll tell you what, a delay as he had the little fadeaway and a whistle. Coach Gagliardi wanted a jump ball, but it's a foul on the Highlanders. And Marco is going to have a little small little conversation next to the official, as most head coaches do. Exchanging holiday greetings.
All right, yeah.
Gets the first one to go. Did you get my Christmas card yet? It's in the mail.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all that conversation was. All right. Second one to make it 9. Back to a 4-point game. Elgin trails. Start of the second quarter. A little bit of forward 2. A mismark shot. Elgin with the rebound. Merez crosses the timeline. Over to Brody. Brody. Oh, and then it's going to say a hold instead of, which made him take that extra step. And I know the Macarthur Highlander side said travel, but he traveled because his arm was being held. So we got a substitution. Brody Morrison will come check out. And John Lohman will come back in. Well, a lot of tap in and taps out, and there's a lot of hustle on this floor. There is a lot of ball handling, fast-paced ball, for steals and coming up off the floor. Elgin will inbounds to Young. Young back up top. Merez looks for a little bit of help. Back out. Lohman for 3. Banks it. So Lohman hits it and makes it a 1-point contest, 13-12 here in the second quarter.
Elgin's hanging in there.
Making things interesting. Well, and MacArthur's really not finding their way yet. Turner underneath, and a charge is called. Wow. So Adam Austin is going to be charged with the offensive underneath and gives the Elgin Owls an opportunity to take the lead for the first time tonight. John Lohman to inbounds. Ooh, almost right on the line.
Yeah, that was really
as
close.
Donnie Jones was able to capture that. Stolen, loose ball coming back down the other way. Little floater. Oh, what a great move. Side to side, right, left, back, up, and in. And a 30-second timeout is called. We'll take it with him. Be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
All right, back to action after a quick timeout here on the floor, and it's a 3-point lead for the Highlanders with 6:04 left to go here in quarter number 2. Heavy pressure, double team against Merez. Merez gets it out of Young, wide open for Carter underneath. Just too much for Carter up off the glass. He anticipated the defense coming, and inerrant off the glass, no good. Rebound Highlanders, bounce pass underneath. Strong for Adam Austin, and then a rebound pickup is good for 2. So the follow-up is good, and the cleanup brings the Highlanders back up. Floater into Lohman, who's got the hot hand. He had the 3, and now he comes back and gets a deuce to make it back to a 3-point contest.
Big spark off the bench.
Yeah, you love bench players that can come and contribute. Macarthur just answers quietly off their bench. The bench players are actually doing better than the starters.
Yeah, exactly.
For both sides. Over to Lohman. Lohman bounces between his legs, drives inside the paint. Nice little floater. Rolls right in. He's got the hot hand. Feed him. Young man hit a 3, and then back-to-back deuces. 19-16. Merez with a steal. Up off the glass for 2 is good. And just like that, we're back to a 1-point lead as the Highlanders have seen that escape. Elgin with the comeback. Lets that one sail. Quiets the crowd with a 3-ball. As we say, you let it rain and you die with them and you live with them. Right now it's been living with them. Lohman to Merez. Looks to drive. Kick back out to Carter. Carter looks one way, back up to Young. Feeds back up to Carter. Back to Merez. Merez, he says clear out. Wants Donnie Jones out of there. Oh, let that one sail, and that one goes out.
And the game for the Elgin Owls, number 1, Corday Ritchie, and number 22, Trace Laura.
So Corday Ritchie and Trace Laura will check back in the ball game. Elgin going to go back to a little bit of fresh legs. Brody Morrison will also check back in the ball game for the Owls. Now we're at the halfway mark of the second quarter, getting ready for halftime. A.J. Vaughn gets that one stolen. Coming up off the glass for Brody Morrison is good. Back to a 2-point contest. Hits back iron, no good. Macarthur with a rebound, put back off the glass for 2 is good.
Number 5, O'Reilly.
And the lead is to 4. Trace Laura for 3. Rims in and out. Little push and shove. Boy, nice rebound. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Fight for it. Gets the second one. Rims and rolls in.
Bucket by number 11, Cameron Perry.
So back comes the Owls. Back to a 2-point lead. 24-22. We've got a wild one here at the Elgin Gym. A lot of speed on this floor. Going back and forth. With 3:18 left to go in the second quarter before the half. Highlanders will inbounds. Alcedo. Go back out. Back over to Taylor. Play a little bit of catch with Brown. Brown will look back, trail back for a 3. Hits the back iron for Alcedo is no good. Rifles that underneath. Good pass underneath is good for 2 for A.J. Vaughn.
Bucket by number 21, Weston.
So the Highlanders back up by 4. Merez to Laura. Laura with a throwaway. A steal by the Highlanders. Merez on the defense. Waits, circles around the defender. Up and off the glass for 2 is good. So the Highlanders now extend their lead after the Elgin Owls scrap their way back into a couple. Back out by Brody Morrison. Feed out for a 3-ball by Trace Laura is good. He was all by himself, and he brings it within 3. And a timeout is called? What do you got?
No, I think they had some on the floor.
Okay. I heard the whistle, but there was no foul, of course. But so Trace Laura hits the three, got it fed once to him, miss second time, let that one sail.
Also checking in for the Owls, number 12, James Carter.
3-point Macarthur lead. Elgin keeps scrapping back every time Macarthur lays up a three and tries to get a little bit of a lead. Elgin Owls find their way clawing themselves back. Goes up top. Down underneath. Oh, little try to get a give and go, and it's a steal by the Elgin Owls. Chance to tie or to bring it within a bucket. Lohman. Over to Laura. Nice little feed from Merez down underneath the Young, but it's stripped and stolen by the Highlanders. Coming back down the other way with a $1:36 left to go. Loose ball on the floor, picked up. Here comes Lohman. John Lohman goes straight to the floor. Nice little dish pass off to the side, but it doesn't fall for Carter. Into the hands of the Highlanders. Coming back down the other end of the floor. Goes around Young. Sweep step up or across. Up, no good. And then there's a whistle and a foul on the floor. Welcome to the Fast and Furious.
Oh, yeah, a lot of back
Version
and forth.
6.
Foul on number 4, John Lohman.
So John Lohman's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be only the team's second. Remember, we have 5 to get in the bonus for each quarter. Little bend of the knees, up and in.
Yeah, number 23, Keon Brown.
Keon Brown.
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet here. He's normally the motor that makes him run.
Well, it got kind of a slow start. That first quarter was kind of a little rusty.
All right.
Well, they came off that big tournament, Great Plains Invitational, last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, playing at least 3 games. In and out. Misses on the opportunity. Lead is 4. Merez crossed the timeline to Carter. Bounce pass to Merez. Stolen into the hands of the Highlanders. Fast break opportunity, 4-on-3. Hard bounce. Backdoor up off the glass, no good. Tipped around into the hands of Young. And Young's going to get fouled after the rebound as Lucas Young comes with the board.
Foul on number 23, Brown.
So Brown's going to pick up a foul. That's going to be the 4th now. Highlanders got to be careful of not doing it, putting them in the bonus before the half with 53 seconds remain and a 29-25 Macarthur lead. Inbounds to Merez. Nick will engage, cross the timeline. Dribbles between his legs. Engages, back out to Lohman. Lohman will try to go right side, gets stopped, back up to Merez. 33 seconds left to go before the half. Elgin trying to chip away at that lead before the half, playing for the last time shot. Young at the top of the key. Back over to Merez. Looks to engage. Little once bounce pass to Lohman. Lohman top. Spin round at 16 seconds. Bounce pass stolen by the Highlanders. A 3-on-1. Fakes the trail pass. Puts it up. Goes length. No good. Rebound. Double pumped. Up off the glass. And now there's going to be a foul shooting 2 with 5.5 seconds before the half.
Foul on number 10, Lucas Young.
So Lucas Young is going to pick up the team's 3rd. To the line is Taylor, the sophomore guard, with a couple of bounces. Eyes the backboard. Big long lunge, up and in. Brings the score to 30 and a 5-point lead with 5.5 seconds left to go before the half. Second shot coming up. A lot of extra bounces with that. Up and in. Got them both. He's got his routine. Playing for the quick shot, Merez. Oh, it's blocked as Trace Laura gets it handed out of bounds by Turner. Turner is 6 foot and said, no thank you. Trace Laura hit that last 3, so they weren't going to let him an opportunity with 2.5 to go. Perez, it throws that out, and that's going to be to the line shooting 3. We saw that in the girls' game.
Exactly.
With milliseconds, you just don't want to do it. And it's smart by Merez. He just says, hey, seconds on the clock, I'm going to throw it, and if I get fouled, I go to the line shooting 3.
Yeah.
First one is no good.
You just got to be smart there. I mean,
yeah, that's, in big, tight, contested games, in playoffs down the road, you just don't want to do that. It's a cardinal rule. You just don't foul the active three-point shooter. And that is going to go on the other side. 31-26 is your halftime score. We'll be back after the intermission and second half action right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
All right, we're back here at the Elgin Gym. Got a good one here today going here between the Owls and the Highlanders. I guess we'd expect that because they both have fast-paced offenses. Macarthur leads 31-26 here at the half at the Elgin Gym. We said this earlier in the girls' game and the start of this one. Congratulations to the Elgin Owls and successfully a 14-0 football season, a state championship, a gold ball, and an academic state championship for the third straight year. And so everything going Elgin's way right now, and what a holiday they're going to celebrate. They're still continuing to come off that high of Saturday's big win. And now it's basketball season. You got Brody Morris. You got also a combination of some football players that we've seen with Morrison, and then Trace Laura, the quarterback, Josh Adesola will come in as well. And we've seen them on the football field, so it's really great and great accomplishments for Chalmer Wyatt and what they were able to do for this city and for this school. And hats off to them, or part of the Oklahoma Sports Network. Both teams on the Oklahoma Sports Network of 13 schools. And last check, Midwest City led Del City, and they are still in the first half. And you can catch that on the Oklahoma Sports Network. You can download our free app. Just go to Apple and Android devices. It's free to download, free to watch. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for those who are watching on YouTube. Thank you. You can follow us there. And then also on Facebook, give us a like, give us a follow. You'll kind of know, well, what do you got coming up next? You got basketball games coming up. What are they going to be? Where are they going to be? We also have Altus playing John Marshall in the doubleheader as well. So got a lot of basketball still to be played. Got before this holiday break that it's going to be here next week. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you and your family. We'll take a time out. Be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
At Miller Noble Heating and Air Conditioning, we offer preventive maintenance agreements, summer tune-ups, and service calls. During the summer, when your air conditioner breaks, you have to give us a call. Well, with preventive maintenance agreements, it prevents that. We go out, service the air conditioners, and prep them so they don't fail on you in the peak time of the year. The U.S. Department of Energy states that you can save up to 30% of your utility bill by having your system properly maintained.
Favorites for just $7 each? That's crazy. Or am I crazy?
Seeing sevens? It's a sign to order from Pizza Hut's $7 Deal Lovers menu.
This holiday, she's not settling for anything less than the Triple Treat Box from Pizza Hut, featuring pizza, breadsticks, and dessert, starting at $19.99.
It's a good deal, bro.
Get the holidays delivered with Pizza Hut.
All right, it's been an exciting one so far. Macarthur with a narrow lead, 31-26 at the half. We've got Midwest City and Del City up on the network. Also Altus and John Marshall. You can catch those games, and we've already told you, free to download and watch. Connect to us on all our social media as well, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, X, even TikTok at Oklahoma Sports Network 1. And we got a lot to tell you as sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network. Got a minute before, and what's your take on this first half there, Greg, about, what each team's got to do?
Well, first half they went back and forth, a lot of out-of-control play. So this half right here, they're just going to have to control the ball a little bit and just not turn the ball over as much.
Well, and it's kind of like We talked about Macarthur, who just came off of the Great Plains Invitational. They played a lot of games. The Lawton High Wolverines, Eisenhower Eagles were in it, Tulsa Memorial, Newcastle,
right.
Grant, Oklahoma City Storm.
Right.
A lot of basketball, and they played that. Elgin, by the way, has been on hold.
Right.
They were going to start their season, but their football team was doing so well, and congratulations again to the state championship, first in ever school history, but they had to make this their first home opener, so you can't understand where they are, but they're hustling all over the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And Macarthur just seems to be a little off, but that's why I always say the nature of two halves,
Right.
What are you going to see in the first half to the second half? We're ready to start third quarter action here. Want to thank to the Tip-In Club for the Elgin Booster Club, bringing you all of these Elgin home experiences. That's right. All of the Elgin home games will be broadcast live. Tell your friends, make sure all of the Elgin faithful know that they can continue to watch the Elgin Owls in basketball this season on the Oklahoma Sports Network. So zeros on the board. We'll put 8 up on there to get ready for second half action. Got your popcorn in hand. I know Greg does. He has his, and we'll have ours as well. Getting ready to start. See some people in their Christmas apparel. Had some youngsters perform during the girls' halftime with their little, go back and watch that when it's on demand. But quick pass up off the glass and a right straight down the baseline, uncontested. Gets the bucket for 2 to start the Highlanders' second half. Donnie Jones going to run out of real estate and a whistle on the floor. Going to be a turnover.
For the Owls, number 14, Brody Morrison.
So Brody Morrison automatically going to check in, start second half action. Trying to get his basketball legs underneath him after playing 14 games of football and a 15-week schedule with a bye week. Hits that one, nails it. So Highlanders with back-to-back scores to start second half action. Elgin has been quiet to start the second. Crosses the timeline. Merez looks for a little bit of help. Brody Morrison on the side. Back iron's no good. Rebound Highlanders. Quickly down the floor. A.J. Vaughn, bounce pass. Little work, teamwork. Going back over to Bailey is good for 2, and a timeout is called because there is a little bit of a run for the Highlanders. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
So it's just they called the timeout. They were able to get the steal in the inbounds pass, and the Highlanders squeak away with another one with back points right after the timeout called by Elgin. Streaking down to try to add to their lead, the largest tonight by the Highlanders. Up to 13. Whistle down below.
Elgin can't let this get too far out of hand.
Yeah, and that's kind of what was happening right there, is that little throwaway, steal, Highlanders points again. So, yeah, you got to be on your A game when it comes to ball handling, and the Highlanders made them pay. Trying to set this one up, Merez. Morrison. Young. Young puts it up. Soft touch, no good. Rebounded, Highlanders. split the defenders up and up off the glass. Bounces no good, but the putback is.
23, Brown.
So Brown gets it to knock in for a deuce to make it 43-26 and a steal. Coming back down the other way. Highlanders fade away, bounce back, no good. Into the hands of Taylor. Taylor against three guys. Back up to A.J. Vaughn. Rifles to the side corner for a three ball. Bounces out, no good. Rebounded Highlanders momentarily into the hands of the Elgin Owls. Nick Merez. Merez will take it. Looks, steps away, three, and puts it in for a three-pointer for the home team. So Merez makes it 29. Quickly down the floor, stolen by Brody Morrison, and it was stepped out of the line, and he'll go out of bounds. So the Highlanders will get it. Fresh trade out. Laura will come in to the ball game. Brody Morrison and Carter will both go out. Corday Ritchie in for the Elgin Owls. Kind of a small speedsters. Back iron's no good. Fake the pass, but gets that one stolen into the hands of Young. So Lucas Young gets the steal. Over to Lohman. Lohman, who is hot in that second half, bounce pass over to Young, and Young's going to get fouled. Lohman came off, hit a three, and then back-to-back deuces to make a quick 7 coming off the bench. See what he can do here. So Lucas Young goes to the line shooting 2. First foul for the Macarthur Highlanders. No fouls for the Elgin Owls. Start second half and the third quarter. Young's shot is up and good.
First thing first, got to knock down those free throws.
Yep.
Every opportunity.
Yep. Knocks it within 13 to try to make it 12. This one rims out. Hits front, back, and out. A.J. Vaughn will cross the timeline. Over to the hands of Taylor. Taylor briefly over to Coleman. Bounce pass underneath. Goes strong to the hoop. No good, but the putback up is good.
Vaughn with the bucket.
Well, Vaughn gets the putback up, and that's going to go out of bounds. Back to a 15-point lead with 4:40 to go.
Checking in for the Owls, number 15, Dalvin Clark.
Dalvin Clark, the sophomore, will come in. 6'3", get a little bit of height now because that's what they're getting is the mismatch with the height disadvantage for the Elgin Owls. Merez across the timeline. Trace Laura for 3. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Loose ball picked up and out of bounds. Last touched by the Owls. Glad you could join us on the network. And happy holidays. Not to freak you out, but Christmas is a week from tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Better get all your ducks in a row and get all that ordered or whatever you need to go do. Take the 3 ball up top of the key. Little round ball perimeter passing baseline. Looks for a little bit of help up top and then gets that one to go in. Brown with assist and the 3 is in to make it 48. Goes strong to the hoop is Ritchie. Ritchie gets fouled on the way in.
Foul number 0, Bailey.
Bailey's going to pick up his foul. Going to bring the second team foul for the Highlanders. Don't forget we got other games on the network to include Altus and John Marshall and Midwest City and Dell City. That's a good one. Midwest City was up last time I checked. That was at halftime before the second half. That ball goes out of bounds.
If he would have hustled, he probably could have gotten that ball.
I know. It's just kind of where the placement was.
Number 14, Brody Morrison.
Kind of think he thought it would have been backcourt, but.
Well, Dalvin Clark goes back out. So you have Young, Lohman, Carter on the field. or on the court, rather. Let's get out of football mode. 3 ball on the way. Back iron's no good, and a loose ball foul on the rebound.
That's his third.
Brown's going to pick up his third, as you said. He'll probably go to the bench. Gagliardi will replace him. Alcedo will come in. Going to cross the timeline for Lohman. Lohman looks for a little bit of help. Back over to Brody Morrison. Morrison, 3 ball, all alone. Back irons off the glass, no good. Fast break opportunity. A.J. Vaughn with and the harm and the foul as he gets Brody to commit. We'll get to see that here on the instant replay as he delays right there. And Vaughn will come in to the charity stripe. Say with the harm and the foul. And a point at the 3-point swing is up, hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Macarthur. Highlander steps out on the line. It's going to be out of bounds. So you get the rebound, but you run out of real estate as Brown put his foot on the line. Adam Austin will check back in the ball game for the Highlanders, and we got a hold called against the Highlanders.
Foul number 10, Thomas.
It's going to be a foul on Thomas. It's going to be the team's 4th. So Macarthur will put Elgin in the bonus if they're not careful with 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Merez, little ticky-tack, loose ball. Dives for it into the hands of the Highlanders momentarily. Back out stolen by Merez, who trailed. Ugly exchange of ball. Merez finds all alone underneath. Little put back up by Carter off the glass for 2 is good.
Good heads-up play.
Just looking for your teammate down below all alone to bring it back within 12. Highlanders lead chipped away a little bit with 2.5 to go. Brown outside down to A.J. Vaughn. That loose ball gets into the hands of a Highlander, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. Lucas Young. Coach Gagliardi will go to his bench.
Foul number 10, Lucas Young.
No, it is an offense, so it is on the foul on Young. It's going to be the 2nd for the Owls with 2:18 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Top of the key, 3 ball, lets that one sail. Hits the rim, in and out. Loose ball picked up by Young, and now a foul. It's going to probably be on Brown. We'll check that. How many is that going to be on Brown?
I think that'll give him 3.
Yep.
To the line for the Owls, number 10, Lucas Young.
He's the only one that's really close to being in foul trouble for the Highlanders. But that was the 5th foul. That puts the Elgin Owls in the bonus for the remainder 2 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter. In and out for Young.
Still got to knock those down, though.
Yeah, it's really important. Get all the free ones you can get.
Yeah, mistaken. That's 4 on Keon Brown.
Okay, so he's in danger of fouling out. Misses both, unfortunately, for Young. Cross the court. A lot of perimeter passing out inside the lane for 2 is good. Really working the ball around well as the Highlanders, orchestrating what they want for the open man, make a 20-point lead, largest tonight for the Highlanders. $1:47 remain. And a whistle on the floor.
Foul number 5, Alcedo. To the line, is number 3.
Yeah, so this is the bonus. So Donnie Jones will go to the line. Talked about the importance of getting these to fall. First shot, no good.
Still missing those free throws.
Trace Laura will check back in the ball game. So will John Lohman. Carter will go out. And Perry will go out. Second shot coming up. Up and in. So we got the 1-for-1. Makes it 52-33 with $1:37 left to go, and a whistle on the floor with a pickpocket opportunity with a reach in and a push. Hobbling off with an ankle or something. Fortunately, is Alcedo. So lay on the floor in the back and get attended to by the athletic trainer for Macarthur. Turner, outside edge, no, that's nothing but air. John Lohman with the rebound. Not really a rebound, just the inerrant pass. Laura to Merez. Merez, step back over. Barely gets in the hand of Donnie Jones. Back over to Young, and a blocking foul as Lucas Young puts it hard on the floor, and here comes the body that flies in.
Close play there.
Lucas Young.
And Lucas, last trip down the court, missed both. Let's see if he can get both of these put in. Shot up and in. Gets the first one to fall. Second shot coming up is good. 35-52. Lucas Young doing his thing at the line. Macarthur going to slow things down just a bit with about a minute left to go in the third quarter. How'd you like that? Taylor said, I'm going to bullet past that. No, I'm not. Just going to keep it right here. A little acrobatic move. Slowing that down to 43 seconds left to go. Oh, and it's stolen by John Lohman. Oh, and he loses the ball. Unfortunately, he had a breakaway steal. You could see this. Just an easy layup, and the ball came out of his hands. Oh, Mr. Lohman, I feel bad for you. And so does the crowd. They knew that was yours with a great steal, but wasn't able to put it up with 25 seconds remaining. Slow ball for the Highlanders, trying to play for the last shot. Down to 19 and counting. They'll hold. Look to Coach Gagliardi. Way down to 10. Now they're going to start to engage. Outside three ball on the way for A.J. Vaughn. No good. Rebounded, but into the hands of a Highlander just right at the bucket. Can you believe that, huh?
Yeah.
So that ends the third quarter, 54-35. We'll be back with the fourth and final right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Get ready. It's time for the Billingsley Annual Gigantic Ford Sell-Off with the best prices of the year on all remaining 2024 models. Zero down, no payments for 90 days, and giant savings up to $10,000 on the 2024 new F-150 Platinum truck that out-tows, out-hauls any other truck in its class. Only at the Billingsley's Gigantic Sell-Off. Save thousands on all remaining new 2024 trucks in stock. Only at Billingsley Ford and Lawton, Duncan, and Altus.
All right, well, welcome into the fourth and final period, unless there is an overtime 54-35, the Highlanders lead. Nice pass. And that was just quick and easy and up and in for the Elgin Owls to start off right in the fourth quarter. 7:42, and you take the foot off the gas a little bit with your momentum. That can kind of play with your rhythm offensively, because Highlanders are not, so used to up and down the floor. They're not doing this, And then almost a kickball there, but was able to be retrieved as Ritchie. Inside lane, no good. Rebound, and there is going to be a foul, probably as the push on Young.
Got to reset the fouls on the board. They finally got it back down to 0. Well, 1 now.
Yeah. Highlanders pick up 1 to start the fourth quarter. Now another one. So Turner going to pick one as back-to-back. You don't really want to put Elgin, not that they're really effectively doing anything with it, but in the bonus early. Not saying that they will. There's only 2 right now. But there was 2 quick 2-1s.
Yeah.
That was going to be out of bounds.
Number 14, Brody Morrison.
So Brody Morrison will check into the ball game, and he'll replace Corday Ritchie. Carter to Nick Merez. Merez looks for a little bit of help. He'll get it from Carter. And now another one.
Oh, another foul.
That's going to be 3, and that's what we talked about. You played that overly aggressive, and you're going to put them, if they can make you pay, you give them free ones every time from here on out if you get in the bonus, and they're at 3 right now to Elgin's 0. Carter, strong move up off the hoop, no good. Rebounded by the Highlanders and Brown. Coming back down the other end of the floor, and that's going to be out of bounds. A throwaway by the Highlanders, a turnover, and now sloppy ball is starting to do what first quarter was doing. Now the fourth quarter is doing, as they had an awesome third quarter, is the Highlanders. Elgin not going away. Merez, tightly guarded, crosses the timeline. 6:47 to go. Inside Young, nice little move, and the harm. So the 1, the bucket counts. We go to 38, and Taylor gives the 4th team foul. 1 more to put Elgin in the bonus. You can almost guarantee that's going to happen, as we've seen him so quickly. And trying to make a 3-point swing is Mr. Young. Got a substitutions of about 3 Highlanders, some coming in, some coming out. Brown on the floor, as well as Taylor and Coleman. Your starters. Young makes them pay with a 3-point swing. 54-39, your score with 6.5 to go here in the fourth and final. Brown, kick out. Far side corner. Oh, they wanted to walk. Is stretched. Brown finds the loose man, but he has to kick that one off, but it's going to go off on the Highlanders. Stepped out of bounds. It's just kind of sloppy right here for the Highlanders. As Brown gets caught underneath, and a throwaway, and Brody Morrison to take it in for the Elgin Owls.
If I were Elgin, I'll just take it to him. Take it to him, make him foul you.
Yeah. Morrison playing catch with Donnie Jones. He'll cross the timeline. Down underneath. Oh, nice little feed from Carter trying to get Young inside the lane, and a whistle on the floor and another foul.
That 5th foul.
And that's going to be the bonus from here on out. It's a long way to go with 6:11 left to go, and to put someone in the bonus that early.
Yep.
And Young just chips away at free shots. Gets the first one to miss. And I said, well, that's not really, it's not really been effective in the first half for them to be able to do that. But he did make his last 2. Missed the time before that 2.
Right.
Maybe he can split the difference as Lucas Young gets that one to go. Gets it to 40. 14-point lead. Highlanders with 6:07 to go. 3 ball on the way. Back iron's no good. Remember, he said you live and die by the threes. They were reining them in the first half, but they've not been able to connect so far here in the second. Brown. Back up to Brown, top of the key. Gets that one off from Bailey. Ooh, nice little soft little bounce pass underneath, but gets caught in traffic and a steal by the Elgin Owls. With 5.5 to go. Here comes the Owls, chipping away. Nate Merez. Nate, that's the superintendent. That's his father. Sorry, Nick Merez. Little bounce pass in. Nice little floater up and in. Is good for Carter. Carter makes that a go. And here comes the Owls. That's what I say. When you take off the gas a little bit from what you were so used to doing, and you play a little slower, you play a little bit sloppier, not trying to second guess coaching, but you see what Macarthur is able to do, and when you do that, it's kind of like a team that has all the momentum and then they just stop, and then you say, well, how do you regain that again? Oh, that's nice. Little give and go up off was no good. Trying to go to Adam Austin, and he misses the putback. Oh, that was a little bit too much from Brody Morrison. And a throwaway, so getting sloppy on the other end.
Yeah, Elgin needs to take advantage of all these miscues that
yeah.
they have.
Adam Austin, give and go, up and off, and there we get a foul. That's going to be probably on Donnie Jones.
Nice cut.
Made a cut to the basket and the push. So Donnie Jones does pick up the team's second. Taylor to the line. And he'll shoot two. First shot is good.
Checking in for the Owls, number 4, John Lohman.
So John Lohman will check back in the ball game for the Owls. Second shot coming up. I like his rhythm. He takes a long time to shoot a free throw, but takes his time and he gets him to fall.
Take advantage of those 10 seconds.
Almost a steal. Jones, and timeout is called on the floor. So as they take it, we'll take it with them. We're watching Elgin Owl basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport, just 1 mile to anywhere, offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking, and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures, all in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com. or call 800-433-7300.
All right, so back after the timeout from the Elgin Owls with 4.5 to go. Almost the halfway point of the end of this regulation. Unless there is an OT, we saw it in the JV boys game. As Elgin came back and get the win. Macarthur Lady Highlanders with a win over the Elgin Lady Owls. And this is the second game of our doubleheader. Loose ball picked up, and then just a loose little soft touch to the basket. Make the Highlanders 58. Lohman loses that momentarily, gets it back, and a steal, and then a stolen back the other way. 2-on-1, up and in for Taylor. So Taylor gets the deuce after a double steal. 3:39 left to go. Trails inside. Lucas Young, good. So Merez gets the assist. Young with the bucket. Makes it a 15-point game. 3:22 left to go. It's the time of the year where you're kind of feeling yourself out, and then you kind of take a little break. Some will take little holiday tournaments. Highlanders already had their tournament, though. They played last weekend at the Great Plains Invitational, so they'll take the holiday break off. Kids will be out for a little bit of a break from fall and Christmas. Happy holidays to you and yours. A week from tomorrow is the big day. The jolly old man. Have you been good this year? Is he going to come visit your house, or is he going to?
I don't know.
Is he going to kind of fly around and kind of circle around to see if you've met the test?
Yeah.
Greg Hinton, he's done a great job for us, part of our Eisenhower crew, and joining me tonight, doing camera and color commentating. Had to convince him to do that a little bit, talk a little bit of basketball. But you like basketball so much, and you train some of these kids, and you know the program so well, and so it's just good for you to chime in.
For Macarthur, number 5,
Cito will check back in the ball game. Donnie Jones coming up for his second shot. Up and in. Donnie Jones banks them both. Highlanders will cross the timeline. Still, Donnie Jones with the steal momentarily. John Lohman a tie-up, and he'll call a jump ball as called. Possession arrow is going to stay back on this end for the Highlanders. A.J. Vaughn will inbounds from the near side of the court. Back up top over to Taylor. Taylor will look to drive, and Donnie Jones will get the blocking foul.
Number 3, Donnie Jones.
Give the third team foul, so they have 2 to give to put the Highlanders in the bonus. A.J. Vaughn cross court with a pass, doubled up. Trace Laura in there for a little fadeaway is good, pretty. So A.J. Vaughn with a little fadeaway. Just a pretty shot. Lohman looks to drive. Up top is going to be stolen. Trying to get to Merez. Fast break opportunity and lays it up with a little soft touch. Layup is good. And a timeout on the floor. Elgin calls a time. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center is a place for babies, kids like me, and even teenagers. Nice people are there to help you when you're hurt or you just don't feel good. And even if you do, they give you medicine so you don't get sick and physicals so you can play sports. I'm happy to know they'll be there when I need them. And my mom is too.
LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
All right, so we're back to action after the timeout by the Elgin Owls. 2:07 left to go, 47-64 your score. Highlanders with the lead, Elgin with the ball. Ritchie crosses the timeline. Try to look for Merez's way. A little give and go around the side. He looks for a little bit of help inside the paint, no good. Trace Laura for a back step 3, no good. Rebounded, Highlanders coming back down the other way. side three on the way. Back iron's no good. Loose ball picked up. Highlanders with the rebound. Soft touch up and bounces once, twice, and out. Carter with the rebound. Merez guarded by 2. Up over to Ritchie. Ritchie looks for a little bit of help. Back over to Merez. Merez for 3. Hits the front iron, no good. Carter with the rebound. Back into Ritchie. Ritchie banks a 3, no good. Tip up now MacArthur. So 3 opportunities on the floor, almost a travel with that. Able to go on the near side, A.J. Vaughn. He'll slow things down. Right back up top to Bailey. Bailey hands the ball off to Alcedo. And round robin we go with 58 seconds left to go and a whistle on the floor. I think we got a down owl that needs to be attended to is Ritchie. I think he ran out of real estate and he's kind of not wanting to put any pressure on that leg. He's going to bounce around and they'll get his replacement.
Yeah, he's kind of walking like it might be cramps or something.
Well, you know, your first home game, because you had to wait for the football team to finish, kind of rearrange the schedule. We'll have all the home Elgin games. There's a whistle there. We'll have all the Elgin home games with the hold is going to be on Trace Laura. And that's going to put Highlanders in the bonus for the final minute.
To the line, Coleman.
So Coleman to the line. Banks the first. Make it 65.
Checking in for the Owls, number 4, John Loman.
Loman will come check back in the ball game. Knocks them both. 66-47, the final minute of this contest. Trace Laura, nice move into the lane. Doesn't get it to fall, hits the front of the rim. Down to 44 seconds remaining, and there, a little ticky-tack. Just trying to. Brody Morrison picks up a foul.
You hear the Elgin fans say, let him play.
Well, not quite like that. I mean, let them play, I understand, to an extent. You know, fans are hard to please. Did you ever notice that?
Definitely.
You can never get it right with a fan. Up and in. Unless it's going your way.
Right.
You know, then they won't argue it.
Josh Adesola, number 11.
So Josh Adesola, fresh off of the football state championship run, will come in, check in. An incredible season, incredible year. We'll be ordering state championship rings for the Elgin Owls. Congratulations on their efforts on the gridiron. 37 seconds remain in this one. Josh Lohman will take it straight coast to coast as John Lohman will get the bucket and the deuce to 2. 68-49 with the final 27 seconds. Really won't have to do anything unless we just engage, but we'll just kind of play around with that. It's Taylor. Final 17 seconds. You can just kind of dribble that and not really do anything if you don't want. Down to 12 seconds, 11. And, of course, you had to pick the pocket and call the foul.
Foul number 3, Donnie Jones.
So Donnie Jones is going to get called with the reach in and the pick. We'll go to the line shooting 2 with 9 seconds. You're going to have the only way that you can get the ball back to try to make it an 18-point game if you miss these shots here.
Checking in 21, Dominic Yakiani.
Dominic Yakiani will check in, the junior, 6-foot frame for the Elgin Owls. Shot coming up. A little bit in the knees, up and in. I don't know if he's been perfect tonight, but he's made every, because he's been, his dribble cadence a little bit longer than most, a little spy. You know, he'll do this and just takes his time, relaxes. Oh, and I did the old broadcast jinx. He'll thank me later. Trace Laura from downtown hits the back iron of the glass, 2 seconds down to 1, and they'll just hold it, and that will end it. A 20-point Macarthur win over the Elgin Owls, 69-49. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you. And it includes travel. Let it be a safe one. Greg Hinton, of course, on side of me. Kind of good production of the Highlanders. Kind of had a slow start in the first quarter. Right. Got things rolling in the second half. Kind of late in the fourth quarter. They could just kind of like milk that lead, and they did that. And so the Highlanders get the big win on the road. Other games finishing up, Midwest City and Del City, and Altus and John Marshall playing as well. So we want to thank the Elgin Tip-In Club for their sponsor of all Elgin home games will be played right here at the gym, and we'll have it for you as well. You've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network. Happy holidays, everyone.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.